What is up, my friends? You are very welcome along to another massive match day here on Anfield Agenda. The Reds taking on Xavi Alonso's Real Madrid in this season's Champions League format. The team news is in. I will go through it for you momentarily. Pretty happy with it, I gotta be honest. I don't really have too many complaints about this team whatsoever. In fact, I have none. We'll go through, we'll tell you the 11, the subs, and of course we'll get your take ahead of the game. Appreciate you guys being with us as always. Don't forget to drop a like on the stream. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so. But most importantly, do keep your thoughts coming in. So the confirmed Liverpool team will be on your screen in a moment, but it is Georgie Mamardashvili. Right back today is Connor Bradley. Left back Andy Robertson. Your centre back pairing Ibrahim Konate and Virgil van Dijk. In midfield, it is the tried and tested midfield that won us the league last year. Dominic Szoboszlai, Ryan Gravenberch and Alexis McAllister. And then up top we've got Wirtz on the left hand side, Ekitike through the middle and Mohamed Salah on the right. So that's where we're at with the starting 11. The Liverpool bench today is Woodman, Mesker, Gomez, Endo, Kerkez, Chiesa, Jones, Gakpo and Engamoa. So that is your Liverpool bench today. So good to see Curtis Jones back in the matchday squad. We've also got the Real Madrid starting 11 just dropped in. It's Courtois, Valverde, Militao, Huijsen, Carreras, Tchouaméni, Camavinga, Goulart, Bellingham, Vinny Jr. and Mbappe. Is he on the bench? Is he even on their bench? Yes, Trent is on their bench. Sorry, I was getting confused there for a second. He is on their bench. So yeah, there we go. I was just looking out and they just have him down as Trent. I was looking for the double barrel name, but yes, Trent is on their bench. So look, I guess I got to start off by talking about the Trent situation. Obviously, Connor covered it this morning in the video, but it's appalling to see the mural defaced for loads of different reasons. Firstly, it's somebody else's property that somebody defaced, which in itself is not right. Secondly, again, why do it? I don't know what purpose it serves other than just being a low-life scumbag. So whoever it was that did deface the mural, shame on them. I would hold them with the same disdain I would anybody else. But I do want to just say one thing really quickly. We don't know who did it. So this leaping to the fact it's a Liverpool fan is just that, a leap. But either way, it doesn't matter who it is. It's appalling. I'm glad it's been cleaned up. And again, just no point in it whatsoever. It serves no purpose to anybody other than being a low-life scumbag. Right, so Scott said, is this our best 11? It's pretty close. You know, you can make your arguments over Isak or whatever, but what's available to us right now, I've no complaints about the starting 11 the manager's put out there. Good to see Curtis Jones back on the bench as well. Means we could have him in contention for the weekend against Manchester City. He's been very good over the last month or two as well. So yeah, look, no complaints from me about the starting 11. People talking about Trent on the bench. Look, so we might as well clear the Trent situation up early doors because we're all going to have our own opinions on it, right? And for me, I've said this in the build-up to it, and I'll say it again just to make sure I'm clear on it. I won't be booing Trent. He'll be just another player to me, another opposing player that's come back to play against us, and it's as simple as that. You know, when the 90 minutes are over, the hostility ceases with regards to any player that used to play for us that doesn't anymore. But he's just another player. You know, I'm not going to let him adjust my thinking, my frustration levels, my anger levels, anything else. He's just another opposition player who's coming up to Anfield that I want to leave with their tail between their legs and a loss. Simple as that. So there'll be no hate from me towards him. No surprise whatsoever. He's on the bench. And look, I just don't want to give anybody else the power over my thought process to worry about him or have anything. He's a Real Madrid player and that's the way I look at it. I won't be booing him. Waste my air. He's made his bed. He's on the bench. Look, he was always going to be on the bench. We knew coming into this game all week he was going to be on the bench for Madrid tonight. But look, I'm more concerned about the 11 Madrid have put out there and the players that we will have to operate against tonight. And look, it is a strong team. It's a very different Real Madrid that came to Anfield last year and of course lost. Hopefully we can get a repeat of the same result. But yeah, look, it's a huge game. It is, you know, one of the biggest games in world football. Liverpool, Real Madrid, two Champions League heavyweights, two teams of European royalty. And obviously, we're at home. We want to win. We want to get back into winning ways. We did so in the league. Let's do so in the Champions League. You know, we back up that win against Frankfurt, and let's hope for the best tonight. It's going to be a tough game, but this is what Champions League is all about. These are the nights that we sit there and wait for and dream about. So I'm excited, not really sure what to expect. Nervous, like I would be before any big game in the Champions League. But again, happy with the team sheet. So let me know your thoughts on that one. Aaron said, extremely happy with the 11. Robbo provides more chemistry in the back line. The league winning midfield together and room for Verts to work on his favourite side of the pitch. Yeah, I've got no complaints, Aaron, myself, mate, about the 11. Pleasantly surprised to see Andy Robertson in there. I wondered, was it one game too far maybe for Robbo having 4 games in 13 days if he's to play against City. But look, man, no complaints. So you won't be getting any moaning about me from the team selection. I think it's the right one. D. Pierce said, Wirtz offers so much more than Gakpo. I can see us playing without a recognised striker at City at the weekend with Wirtz, Gakpo, Szoboszlai, Grafenberg and Maka, Salah all playing. Yeah, look, well, fingers crossed we get through this game tonight. Hopefully we've got no new injury concerns or anything like that. And then, we've plenty of time to look ahead to the Manchester City game. We play tonight and then we have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then the game, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then the game Sunday. So plenty of time to recover as well. Fede and Gakpo on the bench. Yes, they both are on the bench. So your Liverpool bench tonight is as follows. Freddie Woodman, then it's Miscure, Gomez, Endo, Kirkes, Chiesa, Jones, Gakpo and Rio Engamoa. That's your Liverpool bench today. Waldo said, as a Man City fan, I'm more scared about Gakpo than Wirtz. Good. I'm just happy to hear you're scared of one of our players, mate. Look, that's a huge game at the weekend, but I'm not looking past tonight for Liverpool. Tonight is look, if I had to handpick a result, I've said it all week, I'd rather get the win at Manchester City, but we are here. We are against Madrid. It is at Anfield. It is eyes of the world watching, and it's a chance for Liverpool to build some more confidence. So I'm just hoping we put in a good shift tonight. Grizzly said, everyone counting us out. 3-1 win. Flo, Mo and VVD with the goals. I'm not counting us out. Not counting us out at all. I know you did name that at me, by the way, but I'm not counting us out. I'm just not sure what to expect. There is a world where we win this game. Of course there is. There's a world where Madrid win this game. And there's a world where there's a draw. It's just two good sides. And it's exciting. These are the Champions League nights we all want. These are the ones we think about. You know, when you see the draw made, you look at the fixtures. This was the one that jumped off the page to all of us. Let's be honest. Real Madrid rocking up to Anfield. We've already beaten their city rivals in Atleti. We beat them by 3-2. So fingers crossed we can do the double in Madrid. Or over Madrid, I should say. Grizzly, thank you, bro, for gifting 10 memberships. Very kind of you, sir. And I know they'll be very much appreciated as well. Huge one, this. Huge. PayPal will score 100%. We better come out swinging right from the start. Look, Mbappe's a great player. We know that. Their team's full of great players. But so is ours. So, I'm counting on the audience, the fans inside Anfield tonight to really lift Liverpool for this one. Again, to go through that Madrid team, it's Courtois, Valverde, Militao, Huijsen, Carreras, Tchouaméni, Camavinga, Goulart, Bellingham, Vinny Jr. and Kylian Mbappe. So, as you said, Madrid have all the heavyweights out there. And, fingers crossed. Can't believe it's the 4th Champions League game already. I know that it's flying along, isn't it? We've got, of course, PSV still to play, Inter Milan still to play. I'm looking forward to them, but this is the one. This was the one fixture when the Champions League draw came out that we were all looking at and thinking, yes, please. Big games like this are what it's all about. Craig, have you put any bets on the game tonight? Yeah, I've loads of little ones. Like, they're all little ones though. Again, some of them are just value bets that I don't actually expect to come in. What was it? It was again 100-1 for Szoboszlai to score a header, 200-1 for Gravenberch to score a header. So I'll stick like £1 and £2 on that. I've got Wirtz to score from outside the box. I think I've got a fiver on that at 25-1. I have a tenner on Salah outside the box at 14-1. And then I've got some mad accumulator which has Mbappe scoring, Salah scoring, I think a yellow card for Gravenberch and both teams to score. Well, obviously not both teams to score is in that. I can't remember what the other part of it is. But yeah, all little silly stuff. None that I actually expect to come in. PC White said, Craig, very nervous. We'll be happy with a good performance, but defo want a win. So, we just agreed to purchase today, and I'm very excited about the purchase we agreed. I will let you know a little bit more down the line, but we agreed to buy a painting today for the studio, and I'm really excited by it. You know, I'll show you one I already have a print of, but we agreed to buy a painting today, and it's really excited me because I've been looking at this for a long time, and finally we came to an agreement on it, and looking forward to getting it into the new studio. Right, where are we? Yeah, so I'll show you the print of one I have that's going in the studio. This is a different painting from the same guy, but this one's going in the studio. How is it I can never make these fit? Yeah, it's still way too big. Still way too big. My God. I know Connor's told me the button to press on this, but I still don't know. So yeah, that's the print of one of them, and that's going to be going in our studio as well. So let me know what you think about this one. And then we bought an original painting from the same guy as well. This one there's just a print though. This is the original, but we have an original coming in, so really excited by it. And I'll tell you what it is soon. But it's an iconic moment in Liverpool's history. Well, at least I think it's an iconic moment in Liverpool's history. But yeah, that one there's a print. So the original of that is still available, by the way. But yeah, we bought the original of the other painting, which I'm so excited about. This is our team. I wanted to play. It'd be great to see Wirtz get a goal. It would. I'd love to see Wirtz get a goal today. Yeah, it's a gorgeous print. The original of that print is still available, by the way. Not sure what the asking price on it is, to be honest with you, but it is still available if anybody does want it. I bought the original of another one, or me and Connor did today, so excited to show you that one when it comes. Pixel said, Pixelated said, are we happy with the team? Well, I am, yeah. I'm going to say, mate, there's no arguments for me about the team today. I'm very happy with it, and no expectations on the result. It's always going to be a difficult game. Reese, how are we from Carlo? Nice to see you, bro. Not too far up the road from me. I like when you can load thumbnails of whatever you're talking about. There's an easier way to do it, to make it fit automatically, but my dumb ass keeps forgetting how to do it. But yeah, I'm really, really happy. So many cool little bits and pieces we're getting done for the studio. We're going to get a table purpose built as well for the studio, which I'm looking forward to. 2-2 is what Phil Doc's going with. That was the result, Phil, I went with all week, mate. 2-2 was my preview result, and I don't know, I probably still feel about the same after seeing the team. You know, both teams obviously gone very strong. It's really hard to look at this game and have confidence on any which way because, it's one of those games, Phil, where I think every result is possible. Us winning's possible, them winning's possible, a draw is possible. But either way, what a game, man. What a game, what a night. Craig, have you seen the painting of the managers past and present? It's gorgeous. It's lovely, Haley, lovely. Almost bought one of the prints of them once upon a time, but didn't have the money at the time to do it. But yeah, it's gorgeous. Oliver, how are we, dude? Said supporting Liverpool all the way over in Canada. Can't wait to get the win. Loving the channel. Thank you so much, Oliver. And yes, fingers crossed, sir, for the win. Appreciate your support and lots of love to you over there in Canada. No, Rachel. Trent's on the bench, mate. He's on the bench. So Madrid starting 11 is Courtois, Valverde, Militao, Huijsen, Carreras, Tchouaméni, Camavinga, Goulart, Bellingham, Vinny Jr. and Mbappe. Their bench, let me zoom in, is Lunin, Fran Gonzalez, Endrick, Rodrigo, Trent, Gonzalo, Asensio, Caballos, Garcia, I can't read that last one, and Mendy, sorry. Their team news is tiny with the subs underneath, I couldn't see it. If anybody wants to know what channel games on Amazon Prime from 6:30. So I'm watching it on Premier Sport here in Ireland, because whenever a game's on Amazon, it's on Premier Sport here. It's also on Virgin Media, I think, in Ireland, but I'll be watching it on Premier Sport tonight, so that's where I'll be syncing up from. Endrick gets no games. There's lots of talk, Reese, that Endrick could be loaned out. I think United's name has been mentioned as one possible area for him to go on loan. So yeah, possible loan for Endrick, but I don't know. He always strikes me as, I bet he's a bit of a diva behind the scenes. There we go. Now I can read out. So now I'll read out Madrid subs. Connor sent me on a bigger image. Thank you, Connor. So Endrick, Rodrigo, Trent, Lunin, Garcia, Asensio, Ceballos, Garcia, Brahim Diaz, Ferland Mendy, and Fran Gonzalez. That is the Real Madrid bench. Your Liverpool bench: Joe Gomez, Wataru Endo, Milos Kerkez, Federico Chiesa, Curtis Jones, Cody Gakpo, Freddie Woodman, Rio Engamoa, and Cornel Miscure. Think there's any truth to the Camavinga links? I don't know, mate. I don't know. I really, in one way, I'd understand them if the links were true. So the link that Red's discussing there is a possibility of Maka heading in one direction and Camavinga coming in another direction, or maybe you just mean a straight link to Camavinga. I think he's frustrated with the game time at Real Madrid this year, but other than that, I couldn't say for certain. He's in midfield there tonight with Tchouaméni, along with Arda Güler as well. So, let's wait and see. But it's certainly something I've seen pop up a little bit, mate. But again, I keep coming back to the same thing. When's the last time we bought a player from Real Madrid? It goes all the way back, I think, if I'm not mistaken, to the Michael Owen transfer at that point. Moosey said lots of fights with Madrid fans at Anfield. Hopefully there's no more, and hopefully everyone's safe. Again, you don't want to see these type of things at any game of football. You just hope everybody gets to the game safe and gets home from the game safe. Who's Monsieur? He's a young goalkeeper. A young goalkeeper. Stargirl said, we've got our pizza delivered and we're all ready for the game. Knowing us, will be rubbish in the league but win the European Championship. Well, I wouldn't say no to winning the Champions League, Stargirl. And well in on the pizza. Proper football food, that is. That would be my go-to as well. If I was watching a game, I'd be getting a pizza. And hello, say hi to your dad as well for me, and thank you for coming in once again. Mohammed, how are we, Mohammed? Said, do you think this is the match Wirtz excels on? I hope so, sir. I hope so. I just want him to do well, bro. Same as yourself. So, this is high-level opposition. Be lovely if Wirtz did step up tonight and, really make a statement. But either way, as long as we put in a good team performance, mate, come what may, I'll be happy with that. Jeff Cho said, Champions League or Premier League title? So I kind of vary on this one, Jeff, every season. I would have loved us to win the Premier League to go back-to-back. But I have a mad love affair with the European Cup. It is the sexiest competition for me. And I think seeing old Big Ears being lifted above Liverpool captain's head, it really just means a lot to me as a Liverpool fan. So, a lot of people would say the Premier League's your bread and butter. Totally understand that as well. But I wouldn't say no to another Champions League. So this season, I think it's more likely we have a better chance in the Champions League because, we've made we've given Arsenal a lot of breathing room in the Prem. Jack said, hey Craig, not sure if it's a hoax, but heard lots about planned, I don't even want to say the word, mate, tonight. Cousin's been forwarding messages. He's been, I hope, look, like I said, Jack, I want everybody from any fan base that goes to a game of football to be safe going there, to be safe at the game, and be safe getting home. Violence has no place in football. None. Or in a civilized society. So whatever happens from whatever side, I want everyone to be safe. Simple as that. And I hope everybody from both sides are. Harry said, hey Craig, hope you're well. I've gone on an adventure tonight to watch Oxford United at home to Stoke and realised John Aldridge played for them. And meet my brother, who's at Oxford Brooks. Nice. Good. Enjoy, Harry. Have a good one. Nothing wrong with going to a game of football, bro. Bit of an adventure, like you said. And yeah, say hi to the bro for us as well. Mohammed said, funny thing is, we hardly ever buy from Chelsea, Arsenal, and Manchester City, yet they always buy from each other, including United. Yeah, so I remember, Mohammed, you might remember this conversation, bro, that we had back in the summer. There was talk the season before when Manchester City were selling Julian Alvarez. There was talk that Liverpool were open to a deal where Diaz went to Man City and Liverpool would get Julian Alvarez. And the story goes that Manchester City didn't want to sell to a rival, and then Liverpool said, well, then neither will we. But you're right. You're right. It is mad, isn't it? There's a lot of those teams we don't buy from, but don't really know why, to be honest. Apart from the whole don't want to strengthen a rival thing. Coxie said, hi Craig, you're a huge inspiration, thank you, and the reason I've started streaming, even though our content is very different, I look up to you a lot, and for that I thank you. Keep it up. Big 3-1 win today. Well, whatever type of content you're making, my friend, well done. Proud of you for taking a step up, because, you know, this has been the biggest surprise of my life, you know. Never expected to be here. Didn't expect this to be my living. Didn't expect to have this many subscribers, but I've enjoyed it. You know, 99% of it along the way I've enjoyed, and I hope nothing but the same for you. So best of luck with the content, and I definitely take your result there as well. Connor Bradley versus Mbappe 2.0. Well, okay, I'm going to tell you now then. That's the painting we've bought. We bought a painting of that tackle because, to me, that's an iconic tackle. And to have the painting of that hanging in our studio with the Irish connection for Connor Bradley and, you know, us as well, yeah, it is something that we are really proud to own. And I can't wait to get it up, get it all framed up, and show you guys it when it's hanging on the wall in the studio. But yeah, that's the one. It's the Connor Bradley challenge on Mbappe that we decided to push the boat out on. Richard said, Craig, what's your biggest surprise of the season so far? Probably Bournemouth in the Premier League, because, you know, they were decimated of a lot of players again, and they just keep having this ability to produce results and bring in new players. So that United above us in the league table, man, for a little bit, that absolutely shocked me. Like, that appalled me. That's a sign of how far down we went over that month. So probably those two things. Or any other big surprises? No, well, I think that's probably it so far. Hope nothing happens and everyone's safe. Hoping for a big win tonight up the red, said Jack. Yeah, same as yourself, Jack. You know, just want everyone to be safe. And also want to talk. Sunderland's a good shout as well. Somebody in the chat said Sunderland is a good shout. Both had a very good start to the season. I hope Trent's respected when he plays and doesn't deserve booing. Look, Declan, I've just come to the conclusion, mate, on that. I'm not going to judge anyone, because if I sat here, dude, and told you I didn't have very strong feelings about the Trent situation, I'd be lying to you. But at the same time, I don't believe in giving people power over me. So for me, and I'm only speaking for me, of course I won't be booing Trent. I won't be applauding Trent. He'll just be another player. As simple as that. That's it. You know, he's another player. He's another part of the team that we need to beat or want to beat tonight. And I understand every reaction to this. I do. I understand every reaction to it. The only thing I'm going to call out is the mural stuff, because that's disgusting. One, somebody else's property that you're destroying. Two, you've no fucking place to be doing it. You don't speak for an entire fan base with those type of actions either. So whoever it was that did that deserves to be reprimanded for it, because it's not right. It's not what the city's about. It's not what the club is about. But I'm not going to tell anybody how to act towards him when he's on the pitch. That's, you know, each to their own. Yeah, everybody has the right to voice their opinion. Josh, oh, lovely news, my man. We welcome a baby boy to the world. Hopefully, he's good luck charm. He was against Villa, and we need a big performance tonight. Well, congratulations on that. That's so lovely to hear some good news, Josh, and sending love to the family, mate. Paul Abraham, excuse me, Paul, said, I don't like McAllister playing so many games. Well, he's been playing catch up a bit, so I would imagine he'd have a little bit left in the tank, you know. He did well the last game. Wasn't really too pleased with him in the League Cup game, but ultimately there was a much changed midfield. But I understand the team selection, Paul, tonight. Just hope we get the result. So Arne Slot has also confirmed that Wirtz will be left winger tonight, so that is exactly where he's going to be playing. Arne asked about the Trent reception, said my focus is on my players and those that start for Real Madrid, which again is the right answer. Yeah, Wirtz is left wing grumpy, confirmed there by the manager. He is playing left wing. Kickoff is 8 o'clock for those asking that one as well. We look so strong in midfield compared to Real. Hopefully we can get after them, said Craig Hughes. I mean, I wouldn't be writing off their midfield as not that great. I mean, Tchouaméni and Camavinga, two very good footballers in there. But look, I'm happy with our team. It's up to the lads to go out there and get the result. But, you know, let's see what happens. Can we see the Madrid lineup? Yeah, it alternates on the screen, bro. I'll read it out to you now, but just for reference, it does alternate there on the screen. But the Madrid team is as follows. Courtois in goal, then Valverde, Militao, Huijsen and Carreras across the back line. Then it's Vinny Jr., Tchouaméni, Camavinga and Arda Güler with Bellingham and Mbappe. The Liverpool 11, of course, is Mamardashvili in goal, Conor Bradley at right back, Andy Robertson at left back, Virgil van Dijk and Ibrahim Konate are your centre-backs. Unchanged midfield from the last game, Ryan Gravenberch, Dominic Szoboszlai, Alexis McAllister. One change on the left sees Florian Wirtz come in place of Cody Gakpo, Ekitike through the centre, and on the right-hand side, Mohamed Salah. The Liverpool bench is Joe Gomez, Wataru Endo, Milos Kerkez, Federico Chiesa, Curtis Jones, Cody Gakpo, Freddie Woodman, Rio Engamoa, and Cornel Miscure. For Madrid, Endrick, Rodrigo, Trent, Lunin, Garcia, Asensio, Ceballos, Garcia, Brahim Diaz, Mendy and Gonzalez. So they have two more players on their bench than we do, and they're the away side, which is weird. Rowdy said, hey Craig, great work, really looking forward to our lineup. I'm happy with the lineup myself, mate, you know, can't sit here and say otherwise. I am. I don't know what's going to happen in the game, but I'm definitely happy with the lineup. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate you. Thank you very much. Is this the first time Liverpool and Madrid have played since Trent left? Yes, it is. South Africa in the house. Victor Black, how are we, sir? Welcome in. Is Bradley can stop Vinny Jr. and Mbappe? Well, look, we'll have to wait and see. You know, I always kind of chuckle a little bit here because people are always concerned with what we're going to do to stop somebody else. But my view is always, we're the home team. Let's give them the problems and let them worry about how they're going to stop us. Aman, by the way, 14, said Craig, I love you. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, and have a good night, my friend. Fingers crossed for the result. Dean97 said, evening Craig, I have a sneaky feeling Flo's career gets up and running at Liverpool tonight. I certainly hope you're right. Many of us are optimistic on that one. And yeah, look, it'd be a lovely occasion, wouldn't it, for him to make that statement. Mesadinho said, I think Wirtz is going to come inside to make a diamond midfield. See, I could have just stopped that. I think Wirtz is going to come inside and left that joke just hanging there for a bit. Make a diamond midfield, and probably Ekitike and Salah will drift out wide if the moment calls for it. Trinidad in the house. Amanda, how are we? Just hoping for another solid performance from our centre-back duo, said LFC1. Again, just a good result, a good performance. You know, something to build on from the Aston Villa game. Look, being honest about it, in any week, at any time in Liverpool's history, or recent history, Real Madrid and Manchester City in 1 week is a very difficult week. And those are tough fixtures no matter what form you're in. So, not sure what I expect, other than I want to see the lads at it again and shown that they're responding to the crowd, to the manager, and to the occasion, which I'm sure they will. Where is Isak? Well, if you have to ask that question, I'd wonder where you've been, because he's injured with a groin injury still. Do you think Vinny being with Madrid this time will change the result? Look, they've certainly a better team and they're in better form than when they played us last year. Will it change the result? Well, I hope not, obviously. But look, I have a lot of respect for that team. It's a very well assembled team with, very, very good players in it. So yeah, look, I think we're going to need Anfield to do its thing tonight as well. Lift the players, be that intimidating force we know it can be on these big European nights, and hopefully the referee does his job properly as well. If Vinny leaves Madrid, would you take him at Liverpool? No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't, no. If you could bring back one of the players who recently left the team for this match, which one do you think would make the biggest impact? So it depends on what you mean, because am I bringing them back when they are at their best? Because if that's the case, Fabinho's probably the answer. If I'm bringing them back as they are now, I don't know if I'd bring anyone back, to be honest. Maybe Diaz. But even at that, we've got Wirtz on the left, and I'm excited to see him there. So yeah, that's kind of where my head's at. Alan Casey said, Craig, score predictions. So I've gone 2-2 all week, and I think I want to stick with that one. Yeah, I'm going to stick with my 2-2. Someone said Allison, but Allison hasn't recently left, so I couldn't answer a question with Allison because he hasn't left, he's just injured. Peter Nganga said, I feel we haven't fixed the defensive problems and Villa didn't fully exploit us. Well, we obviously haven't fixed the defensive problems. I don't think many of us would argue that we have. And we were, Villa hit the post twice, one from a good save from Georgie. So yes, there is a world where Villa went ahead in that game, but we've also had games where we've been unlucky at the end and lucky at the end. So I'd like to think it all just balances itself out. Villa came with their own game plan and didn't work, and we got the win. Nessie said Arda Güler versus Szoboszlai will be one to watch. Appreciate that. I'm back in Dom. In any situation this season, I'm back in Dom because he's been sublime. Not Tyra Brilly said, can't wait for Wirtz and Liverpool to bitch slap Madrid. Love you, Craig, and chat. Appreciate that. Not Tyra. Look, I'm not sure what I expect result wise, but again, I want to see us putting in a good shift, and I want to see us looking more like ourselves. And what happens after that? Hey, let's wait and see. Opinion of Elliot of Villa. I mean, if I was in his shoes, Jaden, I'd be disappointed, because you would go there wanting to play more games, right? Because that's why he left Liverpool, and he hasn't. Now, he has to play a certain amount of games for that clause to be triggered. We don't know the exact number. There's rumours it's 10. But, yeah, look, if I was in his shoes, I'd just be disappointed that I'm not playing more football. This one, sorry. Malty said, at the game, and nerves are setting in. Well, enjoy it, man. It's a big occasion. Sit back, enjoy it, be vocal, get behind the lads, and just enjoy the occasion. Beautiful night at Anfield, as in under the lights. I mean, the weather's not great, but it's a great European night. Enjoy it. Szoboszlai to me is our next captain. Feels like a huge performance. Keep that feeling growing. I definitely in agreement with you. On Szoboszlai as a potential future captain. He's shown a lot of leadership out there, and whenever Virgil's time at the club is up, I think he'll certainly be in the mix. Dave said Kelleher, recent player to bring back. I mean, I can understand that show, Dave. For me, I'd have a Fabinho in there, But if it's, somebody, who else? I mean, Gerrard is your obvious one, but he's gone quite a while. But look, we are where we are. We have who we have, and let's not think we haven't got a very good team. We have. Would you rather lose by a big score tonight and win by a big score versus Man City? Yes, I would. Um, yeah, I'd take that because the league game is more important to me than tonight. I'm not saying tonight isn't important. Real Madrid coming to town is always important, but the league game is more, I think, more important to the season as a whole, because we are going to get out of the Champions League into the knockout stage, and whatever happens there happens, but we don't really have much wiggle room left in the Premier League, if any. Philly versus Alisson, who wins? Alisson, easy. Alisson, in my opinion, is the best goalkeeper in the world. Courtois is right up there as well as a very, very good goalkeeper, but yeah, Alisson, easy. Alex said Bobby back. I can see that shout as well, mate. I love me a bit of Bobby Firmino. So yeah, good shout. Do you still think Nunes is better than Isak? No. I get it. That's good banter, to be fair, mate. It's good banter. I mean, at this point, we haven't seen enough of Isak in a Liverpool shirt to really make any type of statement on him. But yeah, it's it's a fair point you've raised, mate. I would have started Frimpong this game. Well, he's out for 6 weeks with a hamstring injury, so wasn't an option, my friend. Wasn't an option. Is there any 1v1 battle that's the most important tonight? I mean, there's a few out there. You're thinking Vinny Jr. and Conor Bradley is one of them, right? So that'll be the one I'll be interested in to have a look at. Yeah, probably that one. Midfield's going to be interesting as well, but their wide areas are going to be where we are usually exploited by teams anyway, or they try to get in behind their fullbacks. So I would say keep an eye on both sides there. Connor said he'd have Pep Linders personally. Intensity, Connor. Identity. Our identity. How good was Fabinho, actually? At his pump, he was brilliant, Joseph. Like, really, really good. But he's also a good example as to a player that took time to settle and took time to grow into the league. So, that's why I keep saying, give Wirtz his time, he'll get there. Is Jones our most underrated player? Good question. Is Jones our most underrated player? I'm going to say Cody Gakpo is our most underrated player, because there seems to be a very vocal amount of people that always want to shoot Cody down. But Jones is up there as an underrated player. He's definitely come along a lot more than people, I think, have given him credit for in the past couple of seasons. But yeah, I'm going to stick with Gakpo because, every week I see a lot of Cody Gakpo hate. And I mean hate. I don't mean criticism. I mean hate from people who clearly have an agenda. And I'm not talking about the regulars on our channel. So yeah, I'm going to say him because, yes, he might not be as dynamic as Luis Diaz or as direct as Diaz, but he always chips in with his fair share of goals and assists. People saying Jones is shite, Jones is terrible. Look, I've agreed up until last season, and Curtis Jones still holds on to the ball a little bit too long. But what I like about Curtis Jones is that he doesn't hide it there on the football pitch. He wants the ball. He wants to play through him. He wants to make things happen. And I think if you go back to some recent results or recent games, Jones has been up there as one of the better performers. But look, of course, we're all open to our own opinions, and I'm not here to shoot anybody else down, but I just hope that people are always open minded to an evolving opinion. Because like I said, I was somebody who really, really criticised Curtis Jones, but if I didn't sit here and tell you I've seen an improvement in him, I don't think I'd be doing you a favour, or I'd be doing you a disservice by doing that. So, I'm open to everyone's opinions. Just same way I hope you're open to mine. Jones just doesn't have enough consistency for me over his time at Liverpool. Um, and it is that interesting question of, if he wasn't Scouse, would he be in the Liverpool team? I think the answer to that is no. I really do think the honest answer to that is no. But he is Scouse, and that does mean something. And he is a good player. So that's my take on the whole Curtis Jones stuff. Uh, it's Logan, so I can't wait for this one. Big game. Yeah, it's a huge game. I don't think Isak will do well for us. I hope I'm wrong. Look, he falls into the category for me of too good not to do well. My only concern when we signed Isak, and we all talked about it beforehand, so it's no, earth-shattering news, was just the injury stuff. Where are we going to be able to rely on him? Is he going to be able to play the sheer amount of games we need him to? Outside of that, yes, we need to get used to him. We need to get used to his movements, but again, I would say he's too good a player not to prove his worth. What do I think Fabinho's best side to his game was? Those tentacles of his, those legs, man. It was like go gadget legs at times, Peder, and that's what I loved about him. He was just there. Leg would appear in, ball would be won back. Um, yeah, just really really loved Fabinho when he settled into the team. Can I shout out to your mum in hospital? Well, I hope Amanda being. I hope your mum gets better soon. Sorry to hear she's in hospital. Riley said, "Don't know if I'm on my own here. I've not enjoyed football, excluding Liverpool, in years. So I've definitely toned down the amount of non-Liverpool stuff I watch. I used to be, I wouldn't say a football addict, but I used to just watch everything that I could get my hands on football wise. These days, I kind of just tend to more have things stuff on in the background as I'm doing work stuff, because obviously the busier I've gotten with the channel, the more of my spare time that takes up. So yeah, like I'd never have missed a Barcelona game. Going back 3, 4, 5 years ago. These days, I don't really have as much time to concentrate on non-Liverpool stuff, and I've never really been mad on international football. Probably because it's been a while since Ireland had anything to cheer about. But yeah, I don't think you're on your own. Connor said, "Every squad needs players like Jones. He's more than good enough to step in when needed, but isn't good enough to have an ego wanting to play every game." I think that's probably fair, Connor. What do I make of the DJ Carey fiasco? I mean, this is a very Irish question, by the way. So for anybody that doesn't know what we're talking about here, there was uh, a hurling player from County Kilkenny, one of the greatest to ever do it, one of the greatest to ever play the game, who has just been sent to prison for just over 5 years for basically fraud. He pretended he had cancer and got money out of people for treatment and just spent it. That's the long and short of it. So, to turn people's adoration into him as an athlete, and to use that to take people's hard earned money off them with a bullshit sob story, it's the lowest of the low. Not only does it undermine people genuinely suffering with cancer and struggling to get their treatments, it takes the adulation that the people of Kilkenny and further afield showed for one of their own and spits in their face. So it's disgusting. It's disgusting, and you know, I'd more like to focus on the good hearts of the people who tried to help him out, who genuinely wanted to try and save somebody who they idolized. I hope it doesn't sour their experience in life, because what they tried to do there, their intentions was fantastic, and unfortunately he was just a two-faced scumbag. Harris Said, love the content and community you've built. Thank you, Haris. Thank you for being with us as a member as well for 9 months, bro. Really appreciate that. What else have we got? Thoughts on dropping Gakpo? Understandable. Understandable. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say. Like, I would have understood if Cody played as well, but it's one of the changes that I'd looked at, and I can see why. I can see a reasoning behind it. Even if it is just to try to get Verts into the team, I can understand it. But like I said, equally I'd have understood if Cody played. Philly Red, so I missed your super chat, bro. My apologies. Let me find it for you now, sir. Yes, I did. 1 second. Fabs and Bobby, but would want Diogo Jota back. R.I.P. Good shouts all around. We know Diogo loved a big goal, a big moment as well. So good shout there. Do you think Frimpong is doing well? No, but I don't want to pin the blame on him either, because I still don't know why he was bought. Where is he going to play? He's not a right back. He's a wing back. So it's the one signing that I've never fully been able to understand the logic of it. Not because I don't rate him as a player, because I know he's not going to be played in the position that he's accustomed to and is probably at his best in. So for that reason, I'm confused. But like anybody else, want him to succeed. Seems like a lovely fella, always upbeat and positive, but not sure exactly how or where he fits in. Did you see what Jude said about Anfield? I haven't, no, but I'm sure it's the old usual. Great stadium, great crowd, can make a difference. If he said that else, then he's an idiot. Because anybody who comes out to say anything negative about Anfield usually ends up regretting that decision. But look, either way, he's a Real Madrid player, so I really don't give a shite what he has to say. Craig, do you think Elliott's loan being cut short of Villa? Seems like he isn't getting many minutes. So it's an interesting one, because it's not like it's a straight loan. It's a loan that he has to make X amount of appearances to trigger it to be I don't know what the fee is again. I think it's 30 something to trigger the full time move. So it's more, I would say, Trent that would have to answer. Not Trent mad. It's more Harvey that would have to answer that question. Like, is he unhappy? Does he want another loan somewhere else? Is he not feeling he's getting a fair shake at Aston Villa? Bellingham on the Anfield atmosphere. It's a bit hyped up, in my opinion. I've played a lot of stadiums in my career that have had a better atmosphere. The Allianz, the Emirates. As I said, he's perfectly entitled to his own opinion. No probs. How did he get on last year? How did Madrid get on last year? Don't even remember if he played, actually. But I've just been told it's a fake quote. So there you go. And I kind of had my doubts when the word Emirates came into that conversation, to be fair. So, look, either way, I don't really care what anybody has to say about Anfield, because we know about Anfield. We know what it's like. Do I support or like any Irish clubs? Shelburne, mate. I wouldn't go as far as to say support, because that would be doing a disservice to actual Shelburne fans. But Shelburne would be the club that I was indoctrinated into, is probably the right word, by my family growing up. Watch along, the match doesn't start until 8, Craig. Oh, thanks for telling me that, Barry, because I've only been doing this 8 years, mate. There is such a thing as a pre-show, Barry. Perhaps you haven't ever watched the watch along before, but that's what this is about. We discuss the team selection. We have our say on what we think is going to happen. But what I don't really understand is, what are you moaning about exactly, Barry? Like, did I come to your house, put you in front of your computer, and make you come in? Like, I've been doing this for 8 years, mate. Doing the same thing all the time, same time frames, same as every other channel. I really just don't understand what you're pissing and moaning about. Watching from Nashville, Tennessee, USA, and hoping for a miracle in the rain. Thank you, Craig, for doing what you do. Appreciate you up the Reds. Appreciate you. Thank you so much, Lisa. And yeah, hope we get the result. Nashville, Tennessee in the house. Much love. Do you think Mbappe will cook VVD? What do you expect me to answer there, dude? What? As a Liverpool fan, what are you expecting me to answer? You know? Yeah, he's shit, Van Dijk. He's shit. I can't wait for Mbappe to turn him inside out. I mean, for the love of God. Anybody else? Any more silly questions before we move on? Of course, I don't. I don't think he's gonna turn Virgil inside out. You know, Virgil's one of the greatest defenders of his generation. Of every faith in our captain, but Mbappe's a pretty good player as well. So anything's possible. Oh, this is now we're getting into the real questions. Now the fucking real questions. Well played, user BT4Q5TT2X. This is the type of hard hitting shit I'm here for. Do you eat the burger first or the fries? Now, finally, somebody's come in with a sensible question, mate. Now, I could do an hour on this topic. I could, but I'm going to keep it for a couple of minutes. So here's the attitude, right? And this applies everywhere you have a burger and fries. If you're not doing this, you're eating burgers wrong. So here's the play. You get your burger, hopefully it has cheese and bacon on it, because if it doesn't have cheese and bacon on it, you've lost me already. But here we go. So you've got your burger, you get the fries, the crunchiest ones, you open up the burger, you put them on, put the fries on the burger, ketchup it up, close it back down, right? So you push that to the side. Then you work on the fries, heavily salted, and you work on them. But the trick is, if you're starting to feel like there's a good chunk of fries there, you don't want to overeat the fries and not go on to the good shit, the main course. You know, the big picture item, which is the burger. So in theory, chips first, or fries first, then onto the burger. Unless you're starting to get a bit full from the fries, because some places, you know, give you a load of them. That's it. That's the answer. And if you're in McDonald's, I'll go a step further. Get the sweet curry dip and be dipping your burger with chips on it into the sweet curry dip. But I don't think I've ever had a burger in my life that I haven't put fries on. Eat chicken burger or beef burger. Like, as I said, there's not much in this life that makes me emotional. Food, football, that's it, and family. So, yeah, that's it. I'm very, very regimented on this. It's got to be done. It's got to be done. That's the way. There's no other way, no other acceptable answer. That's the way. Chippies on the burger, bing bang bosh, eat the fries, back to the burger. You're welcome. So, yeah, I hope I've answered your question. But that's the type of hard-hitting stuff you're here for, right? How do you eat your burger and chips? Right, where am I? Victor said, Thursday is my friend Ruben's birthday. Can you say hello to him? He loves the channel. Of course, Ruben. How are we? Happy birthday, my friend. Hope you have a wonderful one on Thursday and appreciate your support. And same to you, Victor. 0311 Grizzly said, any chance of a watch along with Saeed for the next United match? I don't like to share the watch alongs with anybody, but happily do content with Saeed either side of it. I probably would have done some with him and Adam this time, only for I was away. I was away in the week leading up to the game. But yeah, Saeed's top lad, and be more than happy to do that with Saeed. I'm going for a repeat of last year's score-wise. 2-0 Hugo and Mo for the goals, propelling us into the weekend. Chin up Reds. Appreciate that. Cyrus as well. Thank you, my friend. How much is the fish? £1, obviously. You were handsome. You were pretty. Queen of New York City. When the band finished playing, they held out for more. Early Christmas tonight, Craig. Oh, you beauty. Oh, what a song. That's Christmas. When the Pogues Fairy Tale New York is on, that's Christmas. Yeah. And I hate when they try to tone down the words of it. The words are the words of it. Do you know what I mean? They are what they are. Craig, am I fries dipped into milkshake? No, I'm not a sociopath. No. I know this trend of dipping fries into milkshakes, but it ain't me. I'm not here for it. Is there cake today, Craig? No, today. I love that you know me that well. By the way, no, it's lemon meringue today. Lemon meringue today. So I have a match day routine, and every match day I have spaghetti bolognese and chips after the watch-alongs for my dinner. On a match day, it's my match day meal. It's not because I'm. It's not superstition or anything. It's just that's what I like after the match. When is it acceptable to listen to Christmas music? Um, it depends on the situation. Like if you're in the boozer, November maybe. Um, if you're at home, it's up to you, I think. But if you're in the boozer, I'd say November. If you're in the pubs, who doesn't love a Christmas sing song? Almost forgot family there. Yeah, squeeze it in, John. Had to squeeze it in, mate. Right at the end, it's like, yeah, Liverpool, food, family. You're right. Nearly forgot them, but when you're right, mate. Reese said, Craig, you're a great guy. Thanks for the content. Really makes the games more enjoyable than the crap commentary. Look, vice versa. You guys make my experience more enjoyable as well. Because I'd still be shouting at the TV just on my own. When are you putting up the tree? So you're gonna hate me for this. I'm such a bah humbug merchant when it comes to Christmas. So my Christmas history consists of my mum being in hospital with a suicide attempt, my grandmother passing away, my uncle having an accident and dying, coming home from a Christmas party, and me crashing a car on Christmas Eve and writing it off. So for me, I absolutely hate Christmas, and it just reminds me of sad times. So I'm at a point now where my youngest is 13, so I don't really have to do the whole, Christmassy stuff. So honestly, when my kids get even a little bit older, I'll probably be heading off to Spain for Christmas or something, because it's not a holiday I enjoy, because I've got a lot of sad memories at Christmas time, and you miss the people that aren't here at Christmas time as well. So of course I always think of my mum, my dad, and my relatives and stuff like that. Stargirl said, I love Gravenberch. Last year, he was a great DM, a monster. I noticed when he's played this season, strayed more forward, causing defensive issues. He said that himself as well, Stargirl, that he's been given more license to get forward this year. And I agree with you that I think sometimes that can be to the detriment of our defensive solidity. Eddie, so the only good thing about Christmas is football. So it used to be the Christmas specials as well, Eddie. Like, when you had your Only Fools and Horses Christmas specials, or your Gavin and Stacey Christmas specials, or whatever. They added a bit to it. But this year they've even taken away the footy, mate. We've only got one game on what we call Stevens's Day here in Ireland. You call Boxing Day in the UK. Yeah, I just got the one game, which isn't great. Lots of people saying sorry for your losses. Look, that time I said my mum with the overdose, she actually survived that one. She woke up on New Year's Day, and then unfortunately, passed away from another suicide attempt later on in life. But it's just a time I don't think fondly of around Christmas time. Holiday in Spain by Counting Crows is the song for you then, my friend. Do you know what? I've listened to Mr. Jones all the time. I have a live version of Mr. Jones from Counting Crows that I listen to every day, but I've never even heard of that one, so I'm definitely going to look that one up, my friend. Thank you. Top Gear Christmas special, Robert said, was always elite. Yeah, I miss the old Christmas specials. That used to be one of my favourite things. You get your dinner and all out of the way, and then you've got your Christmas shows at 8, 9 o'clock at night. Much love. Are you religious? I'm not, mate. No, I don't believe in God. I respect other people's belief, and I think about it like this: if you have something or a God you worship that brings you joy, brings you solace, brings you peace, I want that for you. I want nothing but the best for you. I'm not a religious man. That's a personal thing. I was christened. I was christened a Catholic. I made my communion, made my confirmation. But then when it came time to get married, I decided we got married in a registry office because neither myself or my wife are religious. So yeah, like I said, whatever anybody else wants to do, I support their belief system and I support their right to do whatever brings them happiness and peace. But for me, just not my cup of tea. Trent Edwards said, Craig, what are the traditional Christmas dishes in Ireland? Turkey and ham would probably be the main ones. Certainly when I was growing up, maybe a bit of duck every now and again. Some houses might have roast beef, to be fair, but turkey and ham would be the one. Same as over in England, pretty much. PDH YWRD said, it's February for me, Craig, even though there are 11 family birthdays in February, including my own. Both my parents died in February too, a couple of years apart, but February's bittersweet. I'm sorry to hear that, my friend. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, I think we all have something, right? We all have something like that sticks out to us as particularly difficult time of the year. Sorry, duck. Well, maybe that was just me, Riley. But Sabrina loves duck and isn't mad on turkey and ham, so she used to make me cook a duck, as well some Christmases because she doesn't really like the turkey and ham. So Trent Alexander-Arnold has been heavily booed by the crowd when he's come on to warm up. That reported by Anfield Edition. And Wayne Rooney said Hugo Ekitike reminds him of himself. High praise. Is it? Depends on the way you look at Rooney, I guess. Favourite Christmas sweet? It's the purple one. Purple one from the Quality Street. It's got to be. Although that's where the good stuff ends. So look, for me, Christmas starts with one simple thing. Whenever I have my first mince pie, that's when Christmas starts. And every year I try to hang off as long as I can. But then, I just give in. And you get that, you just bite into a mince pie and it just, immediately, the senses, the smell, the taste, it just brings me back to Christmas. Kira, it's on Amazon Prime in the UK and it's on Premier Sport in Ireland. I think it's also on Virgin Media 2 in Ireland. I like the green triangle in the Quality Street. That's another belter. And that's another belter of a sweet. Yeah, good show. Craig, have you heard about the coach of the Serbian side, Radnicki, who died during a match? I didn't hear that, Petter, but obviously condolences. Yeah, very sad to hear that. What's your favourite Christmas movie? It's not, my favourite Christmas movie isn't a Christmas movie. And I have this conversation every single year. Loads of people say Die Hard or whatever. For me, my Christmas movie is the Gene Wilder's Charlie and the Chocolate Factory or Willy Wonka. That's it. That's my Christmas movie. I don't know how it became, but every year I used to go to my grandmother's Christmas morning and I'd be watching that. And then every year since, I make sure I watch it. And if it wasn't on TV, I'd go out of my way to make sure I could download it and watch it somewhere. That's my Christmas movie. And it's not a Christmas movie, but it's mine. Simon said mince pie with extra thick brandy cream. Yeah, I'm not a fan of brandy, but yes with the cream. Is that the actual lineup? Yes, it is, mate. The actual lineup. So I'll run through the two teams for you guys. Real Madrid in goal, Courtois. Then it's Valverde, Militao, Huijsen, and Carreras. Vinny Jr., Tchouaméni, Camavinga, and Arda Güler. Then it's Bellingham and Mbappe. For Liverpool, Mamardashvili in goal, Bradley at right back, Robbo at left back, Canada and Van Dijk are your centre backs. Midfield of Gravenberch, Szoboszlai, McAllister. It is Wirtz on the left, Salah on the right, and Hugo Ekitike through the middle. The bench for Madrid is Endrick, Rodrigo, Trent, Lunin, Garcia, Asensio, Ceballos, Garcia and Diaz, and Mendy and Gonzalez. For Liverpool, Joe Gomez, Wataru Endo, Milos Kerkez, Federico Chiesa, Curtis Jones, Cody Gakpo, Freddie Woodman, Rio Engamoa, and Cornel Miscure. Tony said, evening Craig, Christmas used to start when we saw the Coca-Cola truck advert. So I take it everybody has a favourite Christmas advert, right? Mine is a very Irish one. It's Denny. They have a Denny sausages where there's a little girl who's having a sausage at the Christmas table, and she said, "He's a wowie good Santa," and that just gets me every year. That's just a simple thing. Um, Not on Virgin Media. I swear I saw Liverpool's game on Virgin Media too. 1 second, I could be wrong. Just bear with me. I'll check for you. No, it's Bayern versus PSG. My apologies. I just saw it was on and I assumed it would be Liverpool. My apologies. So I'm watching on Premier Sport here in Ireland anyway. Did anybody see the new whatchamacallit's advert? John Lewis advert this year. Pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It's about a dad kind of revisiting his rave days when his son buys him a record. Which, you know, they always hit the mark with their Christmas ads. Rory said RTE2. Is it on RTE2? I just didn't see it on there. 1 sec. Yeah, it's not on RTE2, mate. Still trying to get over Keita not being picked for the Champions League. Well, he's in the Champions League squad, so you don't have anything to get over anymore, mate. Once Giovanni Leone picked up the injury, Keita was put into it, and he is on the bench there today. Robert said, I really love the McDonald's Christmas advert from a few years ago with the Forever Young song in the background. Love that song, yeah. Do love that song. Right, folks, we are 8 minutes to go. I need you to hit that like button for me. We are still 129 likes short of our pre-match 1000, which we've a great tradition of. So if you can, do take 1 second. Hit that like button for me. Also a reminder, if you'd like to submit your player ratings, you need to be in the Anfield Agenda WhatsApp community. So scan the QR code that you see on the screen there now. That will bring you directly into our WhatsApp, where Connor will post the link in to submit your player ratings in the match reaction. So do make sure that you get in there. What are my thoughts on Leone? Well, it's hard to really have many productive thoughts from a footballing sense because we only seen a small glimpse of him, but he looked the business, and you know, really disappointed from that he picked up that injury, and hopefully he's back playing ASAP. Oh, Hugo Ekitike. Oh, da 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 da. There you go, Victor, and hopefully we have a reason to sing it as well tonight, bro. Rotterdam in the house, how are we? Neil Shart, appreciate you, mate. Welcome in. Lots of love to you over in the Netherlands. What do I think about short sleeve goalkeeper shirts instead of traditional long sleeves? Well, I was a keeper and I wouldn't be wearing a short sleeve when out there on the pitch. I don't know, maybe I'm scarred from the amount of shit hard pitches I played on growing up, you know, where you needed the elbow padding. But, you know, maybe if you're out there playing on a pitch like Anfield, you know, it's like a snooker table, so probably a bit different. I hate sleeves, so ideally I would like a short sleeve, but like I said, growing up playing on some of the pitches I played on, you wouldn't be out there with a short sleeve shirt. Danny, uh, it's on channel 900. Now, we're not getting caught with that, we'll do it. Will said, big game tonight, I think we win. We'll show we're back. Look, I don't know what to expect from the result, but I just want a better performance than we've seen up until maybe Villa. So, yeah, we are 6 minutes away from kickoff at Anfield. It is another massive night for the Reds in what is a huge week, finishing with Manchester City away. With the amount of times that Alisson's been injured, do you think that he'll be leaving sooner, or would you like him to? So, I'd never want him to leave, but I certainly think the injuries have picked up in recent years, and it was incumbent upon us to bring in the successor. I still have questions about maybe why we weren't trying to push Kelleher forward as that successor, but I don't want Alisson to go away, no. But if the injuries become more frequent, we're going to have to rely on a number 2, which will be Georgie. Dylan, thank you, bro. Appreciate that. Yeah, really do, Dylan. Thank you so much. As a United fan here, love the content. Keep it up. Thank you, my friend. So, yeah, look, we're on the march. Next step up, hopefully we head towards 500,000 subscribers, and then who knows after that. But if you are enjoying the content, remember to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to check out the Anfield Agenda Clips channel as well, which is where we put up shorter form content, the best moments from our live streams and stuff like that. What does a loss mean tonight? Nothing, really. It depends what your aspirations are for the league format of the Champions League. Do you want top 8? Do you just care about getting through to the knockout stages? But ultimately, it doesn't really do anything. So for me, look, you want a performance, you want a decent result. But if I had to pick a win, Sunday to me is more important than tonight. Just a personal preference, because we don't have any wiggle room left in the Prem. Is snack a lot? Or sorry, I snack a lot. These names often catch me out, mate. Sorry, I snack a lot. Said, hi Craig, watching from New Zealand. Been a Liverpool supporter since the Roy Evans era. Don't get to catch many of your lives. Love your honesty and passion. Keep it up. Thank you, mate. We played some great football back in the Roy Evans era, but also gave up too many goals at that point. But certainly we were entertaining back then. Right, 2 teams are walking out onto the hallowed turf of Anfield right now. Anfield looking glorious as it always does on the European night. It's just, as it always does, full stop. Right, let's end the poll. So we asked prediction for results. 60% of over 6,000 votes said Liverpool win. I love the optimism. Let's wait and see. Real Madrid win, 25%, draw 15%. Is the game streamed on LFC TV? No, mate. They never stream live games except pre-season friendlies. Or maybe the charity games and stuff like that for the legends, but no competitive current team games. Albuquerque, New Mexico in the house. Freddie, welcome in, man. Nice to see you in. Why isn't Kirkez starting this game? Also, why isn't Fede starting either? Again, Kirkez, it should be pretty obvious why he isn't starting the game, to be fair, because he's a bit of a headless chicken down that side at the minute. And, he would have the pace over Robbo, but Robbo's experience probably told. And the Fede one, look, the answer is that simply the manager doesn't play Chiesa. There's no other real answer to it than that. So, let's run through the teams again one more time before we get underway. Starting off with the away side, it's Courtois in goal, then Valverde, Militao, Huijsen and Carreras making up the back 4. Vinny Jr., Tchouaméni, Camavinga and Arda Güler, and then Kylian Mbappe and Jude Bellingham. For Liverpool, goalkeeper Georgi Mamardashvili, right back Conor Bradley, left back Andy Robertson, your centre back pairing Ibrahim Konate and your captain Virgil van Dijk. In midfield, it is the tried and tested trio of Ryan Gravenberch, Alexis McAllister and Dominic Szoboszlai. Up top, on the left, Florian Wirtz, on the right, Mohamed Salah, and through the middle, Hugo Ekitike. The bench for Madrid, it's Endrick, Rodrigo, Trent, Lunin, Garcia, Asensio, Ceballos, Fran Garcia, Diaz, Mendy and Gonzalez. For Liverpool, Gomez, Endo, Kirkez, Chiesa, Jones, Gakpo, Woodman, Ingamoa and Miscure. Watching from India at 2 a.m. Your reactions are the only reason I can stay awake when Liverpool are getting hammered. I don't know whether to say thank you for that or not, mate, but I don't want us to be getting hammered, so hopefully tonight isn't one of those nights. Favourite Christmas song? Mine's Fairy Tale of New York, said Keane. I think that's the only acceptable answer, Keane. It is without a doubt the best song. Right, sit back, relax, and do your best to enjoy. Massive game. Let's see what happens. Of course, we'll be having our match reaction, player ratings videos coming up afterwards. As always, we appreciate your support. And don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe button. Right, two teams getting into their huddles before the game. I mean, the cameramen just don't help this. Like, just constantly focusing on Trent. That they're almost trying to provoke reactions. So Madrid have turned us around, by the way, which they're going to hopefully regret. We're going to be attacking the Cop end first half now, which that should provoke a bit of a reaction from the boys, I hope. So Liverpool will be kicking off, attacking the Cop end first half. Liverpool obviously in their all red strip, Real Madrid in all white. And we're underway. We are underway. Ball goes back to Virgil, who of course does a decent thing and launches the ball long. Hooked away by Madrid. And it'll be a Liverpool throw in right hand side. Did I hear about the hurricane in Jamaica? I did, poster boy. Heartbreaking. Seeing some of the scenes. I've watched it on CNN. Yeah, heartbreaking stuff. Right, ball back with Georgie. To Canade. Conor Bradley. Bit of space here for Conor Bradley on the right hand side. Into Salah. Salah has a run. Vinny Jr. can't be arsed tracking back. See the laziness of Vinny Jr. there. Just couldn't be bothered. Ball out to Robbo. Down the line to Wirtz. Back to Robbo. Cross in. Headed away. Liverpool have the second ball now with Wirtz. We're coming up to 1 minute, so I'll sync up in a second. 1 minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Liverpool still in possession. Alexis McAllister goes back to Virgil. Nice ball inside to Szoboszlai. Out to Bradley. Space here for Bradley. Plays the ball in. Little flick from Ekitike looking for Wirtz. A little bit overhit and it goes to Thibaut Courtois. But good, confident start this from the Reds. Yeah, that was mad laziness though from Vinny Jr. Like, Salah was 3 yards past him and he couldn't be bothered. Didn't want to know. Didn't want to track back. Didn't want to defend. This time it's Andy Robertson judged to have fouled Camavinga, so free kick Madrid. Right, Courtois goes long with the free kick. Virgil plays a back upfield. Ekitike into the channel to try and pick it up. Well done. Wirtz now, second ball. He goes wide left. Come on, Flo. Needs some support. Nobody really out there with him. Cross is blocked and Madrid have it in the right back position. Liverpool have won it back. Madrid player dive looking for a free. Ref wasn't buying it. But he does eventually give a free out. Ekitike's unhappy. I'm unhappy because it should have been a corner, but Madrid bought themselves another free kick. So Ekitike's in possession, gets to the byline. Bellingham's there. I mean, to be fair, Valverde just goes to ground. Huijsen tries to draw the press from Liverpool, but they're not biting. You can see this is a clear plan from Arna. The press is only triggered at a certain point. Here it comes. Szoboszlai chasing down Huijsen. They go into the right back position. Well done. Robbo gets stuck in. Liverpool can't quite keep the ball in on the far side, though. Unlucky, but better. Come on, boys. Oh, Hugo Ekitike. Oh, come and join the show. Right, here we go. Canade. Nobody there with him, so Canade's going and plays a right winger here. Challenge eventually comes in from Bellingham and it goes out for a Liverpool throw-in. Bradley. Gravenberch, ball inside's blocked. Madrid have it with Militao. Valverde, back to Courtois. He puts the boot through it and goes long. Verts heads it to Verts. Flicks the ball forward. Come on, keep pressing. Offside flag goes up though eventually. And Madrid get a free out. Bayern got 1-0 up against PSG apparently in that game. It's been pretty much all Liverpool here for the opening 5 minutes, but that means nothing really. But Madrid feeling their way into this game rather slowly. Tchouameni now, out left side. Vinny again can't be arsed. Ball played now into Vinny Jr.'s channel, where Canade steps across. Vinny Jr. pulls it back. Maka takes a heavy touch, but eventually Liverpool crowd him out and win it back. Come on, boys. Ball into the channel. Out comes Courtois, heads it down. Vinny Jr., man, he's some lazy player. He just can't be arsed. Madrid now with Mbappe. Rodrigo. Who do I reckon win the Champions League? Honestly, Dylan, I don't know, man. It's a really open competition. Vinny Jr. tries to jump past, but Conor Bradley's there. You get no change out of Bradley, Vinny. There, a little shoulder from Bradley as well. Good man. Good man, Conor. Wind him up. That's the fella. Love Bradley. Sorry, I meant it wasn't Rodrigo on the right wing. My apologies. He's not on. You're right. That was my mistake, dude. Sorry. That was my bad. It's only lazy if you're told to chase. Well, excuse me, mate, but if in the opposition half of the pitch where he's attacking and there's a player 2 yards away from him, I think that's fucking lazy if you're not bothering to move 2 or 3 yards when it's in your half of the pitch as a forward. Vinny Jr. does win a free kick there. Bradley judged to have fouled him. Madrid free kick, wide left. Well, our right, their left. Right, let's see. You would hope aerially we have an advantage here, but again, Mac is marking Bellingham. Why are we putting lads that are a good 6-7 inches smaller marking players? Madrid goes short with a free kick to Vinny Jr. He puts in the ball. Canade heads it away. Camavinga has the second ball though for Madrid. They work it out right side. Bellingham. Mbappe. Madrid switch it out left side to Vinny Jr. Tchouameni. Again, Madrid just keeping the ball for a moment. Liverpool triggered the press. They've moved it across now right hand side to Militao. Valverde. Madrid play the ball out. They tried to play it down the right side to Bellingham, but go straight at a play for Liverpool throw-in, which the Reds got on with quickly. Canade to Georgie. Goes long and direct with his clearance, but it's too much on it and it goes all the way through to Courtois. Oh, ball played straight off the referee there for Militao, so the ref will have to bring it back. Drop ball back to Madrid. Hoyson. His misplaced pass under a bit of pressure goes straight to Canade. Szoboszlai now. Come on, boys. Salah. He's dispossessed. Madrid have a back with Hoyson again. The press comes on. Szoboszlai has it. Pulls it back. Strike. Ooh, Maka side foots it over the bar. He knows he should have probably done better with that one. Wirtz does really well. Dispossesses Dean Hoyson. Then the ball's played towards the edge of the penalty area where it finds Dominic Szoboszlai. He pulls it back to Maka, who's running towards goal. Under a little bit of pressure, hits it early, but can keep the strike down, and it goes about 2 yards high and wide of Thibaut Courtois' left-hand post. Madrid's goal kick, again, straight out of play, and the Reds looking to get on with it quickly. 10.5 minutes on the clock, still Liverpool 0, Madrid 0. No real chances yet to speak of. Canade, ball in field to Ekitike. Ekitike flicks it out to Salah, who's great close control. Lovely ball there to Ekitike. Again, he's just crowded out of it as he's trying to find Wirtz. Unlucky, boys. Come on. Logan said, "What's up, Craig? Pause the game to link up to your commentary. Hope you had a good day." Appreciate that, Logan. And yeah, not too bad, mate. Can't really complain too much. Weather's been miserable, so the lads couldn't do any of the building work today. But apart from that, man, all good. Hope things are good with you. That went out of play, referee. Vinny Jr. ran the ball out. Liverpool throw-in. Genuine question, and excuse me if this is a dumb question. What badge have Madrid got on their shirt? Is it the Intercontinental Cup or something? Like, I'm just not recognising that badge. Because clearly Chelsea are the Club World Cup champions, so Maka, Gravenberch, Virgil to Canade. (2024) Intercontinental Cup winners badge. I mean, fuck me. Talk about wearing an irrelevant badge on your shirt just for it to look right. Intercontinental Cup, for the love of God. Salah does well, cuts inside. Ref, he's been manhandled. Again, well done, Salah. Unlucky. Good strength. Virgil goes back to Georgie. Robbo goes long. It's straight out of play, though, unfortunately. Good start this from the boys. Come on. Oh, and the Reds go marching in. Oh, when the Reds go marching in. I want to be in that number. Oh, when the Reds go marching in. Come on, boys. Yeah. Oh, ref, come on. Stop buying these cheap free kicks. It's the amount, there's so many cheap, stupid free kicks. I hate when refs buy this crap. Come on, boys. Come on, Hugo. Press. That's it. Madrid work it out right side. Ooh, come on. Chase it, chase it, chase it. Unlucky. Hoyson goes back to Courtois. Press, boys. Courtois forced to go long. Bradley heads it towards Gravenberch. Drops second ball to Bradley. Lovely touch from him. Cuts inside. And again, well done, Conor Bradley. Virgil. Dom. Gravenberg to Bradley. Salah. Back to Conor Bradley. Inside to Dominic Szoboszlai. Liverpool pretty much on the halfway line. Little 1-2 with Wirtz. Back with Dom. Ball into the left channel to Andy Robertson, who timed it, did he? Yeah, he timed his run well. Sorry, I thought the ref was about to blow him up for offside. Robbo still in possession. Back to Szoboszlai. Liverpool being patient here as they're trying to draw Madrid onto them. Van Dijk spreads it out right side looking for Salah. It's asking a lot of Mo and he can't quite control it. Camavinga switches it up for Madrid to the left side. Bit of space now for Madrid there as they played out to Vinicius Jr. Inside to Mbappe. How has he got fucking 5 yards either side of him with nobody there, boys? Come on. Vinny Jr. now. Sees Conor Bradley, shits himself, goes back to Mbappe. Bellingham. Tchouameni. Back out to Vinny Jr. Again, sees Conor Bradley has to go backwards. Come on, Conor. Tchouameni. Again, presses there from Liverpool, force Madrid back out. Again to Vinny Jr. Tries to play the ball inside, but the sheer presence of Conor Bradley distracts him. Ball back now. Bellingham. Militao. He cuts inside, tries to strike. It's blocked by McAllister. Second ball. Come on, boys. Right, Hugo. Come on. Come on, boys. Hugo. Oh, strike's blocked. Second ball then. Liverpool lose that in midfield. McAllister. Now, Madrid bring it away. Moving into the left channel to Vinny Jr. Here comes Bradley. Back into the box. Mbappe leaning back, skies it. Both teams counter-attacking there. Liverpool down one end, ball switched. Back up the other end, Madrid. Their chance skied by Kylian Mbappe. Look, lads, we Irish people know you take your point. You take your point when it's on offer. It's a very Irish thing there, by the way. Sorry, people won't have a clue what I'm talking about if you're not from Ireland. But you take your points. And that's what Mbappe did there. He took his point. Ball back with Courtois. Hoyson now. That's it. That's it, Reece. Take the point. The goals will come. That's the one. Vinny Jr. now. Out left side. Back to Vinny. Sees Conor Bradley, shits himself, goes back to Tchouameni. Madrid having a bit of a spell of possession here again. Again, they move the ball out left side to Vinny Jr. Petrified of Conor Bradley, so he tries to pass it forward. Salah now wins it back for Liverpool and loses it again. Can't be doing that, Mo. Got to win them duels, bro. Dean Tucker, welcome to Anfield Agenda FC. Joe said, which national teams could be a surprise for the 2026 World Cup? Some I got in mind are Paraguay and Norway. Norway is a really interesting shout, Joe. They've put together a very good run in qualifying, haven't they? Outside of that, I don't really know, mate. To be honest, but Norway's a good shout, Joe. Madrid switch it out right hand side here. It's back with Valverde now. He goes inside. Again, Vinicius Jr. plays the ball inside to Mbappe. Hoyson now. Back to Vinicius Jr. Sees Bradley, shits himself, goes back to Mbappe. He wants none of that. He wants none of that Conor Bradley smoke, does he? None of it. Camavinga now. He cuts in field to Bellingham. Back to Valverde. Tchouameni to Huijsen. Out again to Vinny Jr. Good ball inside that from him. Madrid have a back with Mbappe. And he plays it straight. It's Dominic Szoboszlai. Just the sheer presence of Bradley there. They're all shitting themselves. They want none of that Bradley smoke. None of it. Vinny Jr. now. Tchouameni. Again, ball in field. Liverpool need to stop giving it away when they win the ball back. Lots of second balls here. We've been second best to. We're at the 20-minute mark where the crowd obviously sing and show their love for Diogo and Andre. Vinny Jr. now runs at Conor Bradley. Look at that. He's having none of it. None of it. Gobbling them up all day, every day. Vinny Jr. getting a bit of that Mbappe, or a bit of that Bradley smoke that Mbappe had last year. Not going to happen, son. Get over it. Taylor said, best Liverpool fan channel on YouTube, and you're a Villa fan. Thank you, man. I mean, you're not wrong. Taylor, you're not wrong. But welcome in, dude. Appreciate you. I mean, that 7-2 Villa game, that that was a special moment for the channel. Really did catapult us forward. So I'd swap the result, though. I would. I'd go back and I'd rather have the win. Mbappe there, fouled by Virgil van Dijk, free kick to Real Madrid. It's about 35 yards out, definitely too far for a shot. Craig, which team is better, 19-20 Premier League champions or 24-25? 19-20 for me, mate. 19-20. That team were incredible. So were last year's, but I'd say that one. It wasn't 18-19 though, rather than 19-20. It was 18-19 if my memory's right, and I have a shit memory. Right, we are almost quarter of the way through this one. Still Liverpool 0, Real Madrid 0. It was 19-20, there you go. Apologies. You were right and I was wrong. Apologies, sir. But either way, I'd stick with that team. Bradley now on the gallop forward for Liverpool. Look at Vinny Jr. Look at him. Book that little shit. Book him. You can't look at it. You can't be having it. None of that. He wants none of that. None of that Bradley smoke. He's having none of it. Bradley just went inside him, left him for dead, and then Vinny Jr. couldn't handle it and brought him down. Look at that. Have a bit of that, Conor Bradley, huh? Can't deal with him. Can't deal with a bit of Bradley. Good man, Conor. Vinny in the book now. If I'm Bradley now, I'm blowing kisses at him, winking at him. I'm winding him up non-stop if I'm Conor Bradley. So Vinny Jr. in the book, free kick Liverpool. But now they should be in his ear non-stop. Non-stop Bradley should be winding him up. Right. Szoboszlai over the free kick. I don't want to see Trent, cameraman. I want to see what's happening on the pitch. Szoboszlai. Ball into far post. Canade heads it down, hooked away by Madrid. And Canade lets the second ball go out for a throw in. Come on, the Reds. Gravenberch to Virgil. Come on, boys. Virgil pings a diag out looking for Salah. It's asking a lot of him. Yeah, it's too much. Salah can't keep that in. It was a little bit too much on that from Virgil. Come on, boys. Look, straight back to Liverpool. Go on, the boys. Come on. Maka to Virgil. Inside to Ryan. Robertson. Back to Virgil. Soboslai, he's under a bit of pressure, goes back to Georgie. He goes long. Again, you can see what Liverpool are trying to do. Straight balls over the top, looking for Wirtz and Ekitike, but there just isn't the space to drop it into. Balls back with Thibaut Courtois. Kirby said, love the Irish mix from Jamaica. Appreciate you, Kirby. Thank you, man. Yes, well done, the boys. Wirtz. Ref, you're getting in the frickin' way. Referee blocked Maka from having a good chance to win that ball back. Mbappe now on the counter. Out to Vinny Jr. Here comes Bradley. Vinny Jr. on the left side. Plays a pass. Get the fuck up. God almighty, these Madrid players are whingy little bitches. Everything looking for penalties, free kicks. Ball back out to Vinny Jr. now. Bradley there with him. Vinny wants none of it, so goes back again. Dom, future Liverpool captain, to Adam Brown. I would say so, mate. For me, certainly in the mix. You know, whenever Virgil's time at the club is over and no one's wishing that away, certainly I'd have him in the mix. Craig, who do I support from the Irish League? Shelburne, mate. Strike. Ooh. Madrid worked themselves into a sort of decent position about 25 yards out. Tchouaméni gets the ball, has to quickly shoot. Referee here, look, absolutely robbed Maka of a good chance to dispossess Valverde on the 18-yard box. And then Madrid players again trying to cheat their way to penalties with their feigning, diving nonsense. Salah flicks it on. Sliding challenge goes in, but it goes straight to Wirtz. Get your head up. Get your head up. Soboslai. Oh! Dom, you can't fucking miss that. Good save from Courtois, but Dom should be burying that. Cannot be taken our foot off the gas and given these chances. Great save from Courtois, but Dom's got to be scoring that. So Huijsen slides in to win a ball, but it breaks to Wirtz. Wirtz gets his head up, plays a perfect ball to Dom. Courtois comes flying out, and look, it's great work by the goalkeeper, but he's got to be burying that. Look, that's why Courtois is up there. It's his right foot he saves it with. That's why he's up there with Alisson as one of the best in the world, but you got to say that's a big chance missed from Dom. Robbo, free kick in. Header over the bar from Verge. Never really got a hold of it. Oh, that should have been 1-0. Yeah, Verge never really. He's kind of, the header's a bit behind him. He's turning back on himself, but great chance there for Dom. That's, he never started the game, mate. That's an Alonso question, but he was on the bench from the start. Wirtz heads it back infield. Soboslai. Liverpool throw in far side of the pitch. Georgie out to Bradley. Bradley goes long down the line. Looking for Ekitike. Oh, again, Courtois out there playing sweeper keeper. We've been so close to getting in here on a few occasions. Good ball. Hugo now. Right side of the penalty area. Pulls it back to Salah. Salah back to Dom. Dom strike. Free kick, Liverpool right on the edge of the box. Right on the edge of the box. It was a Dominic Szoboszlai strike. It was blocked by the Madrid players. It's about half a yard outside the penalty area. Let's have a look. I mean, I wouldn't be happy if this was given against Liverpool. And by the way, I think that's in the box. I think is his arm in the box there? That's if he's given that, it's a penalty. This is a penalty. If he's given that, it's a penalty because it's inside the box. Look, if he sticks with his decision, it's a penalty. But watch him bottle out of it. Referees still talking with VAR to try and find a way to get Madrid out of this mess. It's 100% in the penalty area. If he's given it, it's a handball. There's no doubt about that. If it's given a handball, it's a penalty. But I have to say, I'm being honest, if this was given against us, I'd be fuming. Because I don't think it's a blatant penalty. I don't. In the Premier League, this isn't a penalty. But if he's given a handball and it's in the penalty area, he's got to give the pen out. What the fuck is taking so long here, by the way, VAR? Stop bottling it. Tell the lad it's inside the box. This is a piss take from VAR. How was it taking him this long to tell him it's inside the penalty area? So if he's given a handball, it's a penalty. This is a joke. He's going to the monitor now. Watch him change his mind here on the handball all of a sudden. So he's gone to the monitor. Now watch him bottle this decision. Watch. They're finding every which way to get the ref out of this mess. Watch. He'll suddenly decide this wasn't a handball. The whole process is a piss take. It's taken way too long. No penno. He's a fucking scumbag. He's a fucking scumbag. Referee is a low-life scumbag coward. Absolute piss-taking scumbags. Scumbags. Absolute low-life scumbag. Simple as that. More pro-Real Madrid bullshit. Absolute scumbag decision. He's seen enough for it to be a handball until he found out it was inside the penalty area, and then he bottles it like the scumbag low-life attempt at a referee he is. Scumbag behaviour. Fucking scumbag behaviour. I told you what was going to happen. He's seen it clear as day until it was inside the box, and then all of a sudden revisionism sets in. Now this is what I've been telling you guys about handball rule for years. They have different rules in their head for different parts of the pitch. He's seen enough to know that was a handball, then it was inside the penalty area and he bottled it. Absolute scumbag behaviour. Stephen said, Craig, keep up the great work. You call it like you see it. Just started watching last week. Thanks, Stephen. Appreciate that. Should have been a corner, no. Absolute scumbag, low-life stuff. I knew it. Once that was in the penalty area, I knew it. Now look, for what it's worth, I didn't think it was a free kick in the first place, like I said. But that being said, the ref only went to that monitor because he wanted to bottle out the decision. He seen it as a handball and gave it until it was in the penalty area and then changed his mind. So I never thought it was a free kick in the first place, like I said, but he gave it and then bottled it when he knew it was inside the area. Make no mistake, that's the only reason he changed that mind, is because it was suddenly a penalty and not a free kick, and he knew, so he bottled it. Make no mistake. So apparently clear and obvious doesn't matter anymore. That's just another made up phrase referees make up to rob people. Robbo. The Soboslai. Maka. Good football. Wirtz, Ekatike. One pass too many, boys. Come on. So look, for what it's worth, my problem with this isn't that he was called to the monitor. My problem is it was a handball in his mind. He'd seen it, it was a handball. Then he gets called to the monitor because all of a sudden the jeopardy increases and it's a penalty. And then he starts to have these doubts. Then he goes to the monitor and convinces himself that the thing he's seen a moment ago, because it's inside the penalty area, all of a sudden is different. Absolute bottler. So how is that clear and obvious, by the way? How is that clear and obvious? In what world is that clear and obvious? You might say it wasn't a handball, but it ain't clear and obvious, is it? It's not like it hit his shoulder. It's not like it hit his face. It's not like it hit his arse. It hit his hand, and he bottled it. I love this fucking idiot one-stop Pauto in the chat. Do idiots even know the rules? Motherfucker, you don't understand what VAR is for, you dumb fuck. VAR is supposed to intervene in clear and obvious errors. Nothing about that was clear and obvious. It was a subjective decision from start to finish. The only thing was it inside the box or not? So 100%, don't talk to me about rules because you don't fucking understand them. And by the way, I said before it was even awarded as a penalty or looked at as a penalty, I didn't think it was a handball. You're missing my point. Good challenge. Good challenge. You're missing my point here. My point isn't that I think that should have been a free kick or a penalty. It shouldn't have. My point is why his mind was changed. That's the point I'm making. VAR can't intervene subjectively to tell the ref, oh, we think you might not like this, ref. It's either clear and obvious or it isn't. And one, it was obviously inside the box. And two, it had obviously hit the part of his body the ref initially thought it did. That's why I'm annoyed. Right, anyway, it's just over 6 minutes left in the first half. It's been a good first half from a Liverpool perspective. Still scoreless. Oh, come on, Maka. You can't be letting him away. Mbappe now. Step up! Vinny Jr. Turns. Oh, get up. Get that. Get him booked and off the pitch. He's a fucking scumbag. My God. Fucking hell. Vinny Jr.'s a disgrace. A disgrace. Oh my, he's a disgrace. He's an actual disgrace. A tiny, tiny hand to his tiny, like his child, his niece and nephew would have hit him harder than that. And he goes down like Mike Tyson's just giving him an uppercut. For the love of God. Fuck me. Cross in, headed away. Bradley owns Vinicius Jr., by the way. Absolutely owns his ass. This is what I'm saying. If I'm Bradley, I'm going to be wind him up incessantly now. I'm going to be asking, does he want a tissue for the whole game? Does he have a boo-boo? I'll be pulling at his shirt, nudging him, kneeing him in the back of the arse, the whole thing. I'd be winding him up non-stop now if I was Bradley to try and get in his head. Good ball over the top here from Madrid. Well done, Ibu. Comes back, good block. Free kick Liverpool, Wirtz brought down middle of the park. He's gone down holding his left leg. Let's have a look. I mean, there was nothing vicious in it from Bellingham. He attempted to play the ball, fouled, nothing more. Wirtz is back up. He's moving a bit gingerly, but at least he's back up on his feet. How's the free kick 15 yards back from where the foul was? What the The foul didn't take place where this free kick is being taken. No card. It didn't, in my opinion, Shannon, it didn't deserve a card. I didn't think that was a yellow card challenge. It was a genuine attempt from Bellingham to get the ball. Just a foul for me, nothing else. We're back underway anyway. 3 minutes plus stoppage time left. Well done. Ekatike heads it back. Soboslai. Maka. Soboslai strike. Oh! Great save again from Courtois. Some keeper, isn't he? Well done, Dom. Again, Courtois full stretch. Dom hits it from about 20, 25 yards out. And Courtois, he's such a good keeper, isn't he? Good save, Courtois. And then goes behind. It'll be a Liverpool corner. But again, Real Madrid's big goalkeeper does his job. He's some keeper, isn't he? Dominic said somebody in the crowd shouted, "Get up, you effing ballerina." Oh, it's shocking, man. It's shocking. Obviously, Dom, it's shocking. Appreciate you, though. Thank you. Corner in. Cleared away by Madrid. Gravenberch with the second ball. Pump back forward. Loads of Liverpool players offside, so they don't even attempt to move for it. Jesus Christ. We're so bad at second balls. So bad. Again, you've just seen a replay of the save from behind as well. It's a great strike from Dom. Great save from Courtois. They're having some little battle between them, aren't they? So far, it's Courtois 2, Dom 0, but yeah. Just got to give the goalkeeper his credit. He's a top keeper. Madrid now. Switch it out left side to Vinicius Jr. Be careful, mate. There's a fly around there earlier. We don't want you getting hurt. Bellingham. His strike straight at the feet of Marmadashvili. He turned Canada way too easily there, by the way, Jude Bellingham. Vinicius Jr. now, he pulls it back into the box, strike straight at Georgie. Come on, boys. Well done, Georgie. That was way too easy, by the way, for Bellingham to... Look at that, Kurt. Look. That's it. Put your hands up, Ebu. Don't do fucking that and just put your hands up, mate, and go, sorry. Just let him pass there. Do this, Ebu. What's this shit like? Fuck. 2 minutes added on at the end of the first half, folks. 2 minutes. Madrid having a good spell here at the last couple of minutes of this first half. Vinicius Jr. now. Goes back to Tchouaméni. Again, Liverpool intercept. And that ball. So many times we've had a chance of a counter, but the final ball hasn't been right or it's been a little bit soft. Come on, boys. Canade out there playing cops and robbers. Don't shoot! Don't shoot! What the fuck is this shit like? That's another. That's a yellow, ref. That's hoisting on a yellow now as well. Absolutely comes in late and creams Ekitike, who gets there ahead of him. That's the centre back now and Vinny, both on yellows. Frozen said, the way we know the clowns in Spain, it'll be breaking news in the morning that Dom wants Real Madrid. Oh, they tried to pretend the Verge wanted Real Madrid. Did you see that earlier on until Romano came out and said, nah, that's not true. They always do. Every time you play a team from Spain, you know in the media, in the Spanish media, there'll be some link to one of our players to them. They do it every time. Wirtz now. Back to McAllister. McAllister strike! Again, the big man makes a save down to his right. Second ball in. Headed away. My God. The ref blows up. It's half time. It's Liverpool 0, Real Madrid 0 in a very, very good first half. Thibaut Courtois, he's some man, isn't he? So, James Pearce, by the way, backing up what I've said that's nonsense. Can he even do that? He gave a free kick. It's inside the box. Now he's decided it wasn't handball. So all you idiots, all you opposition trolling little idiots in the chat that were cry-arsing about the rules, you don't know the fucking rules. Like I tried to say to you. There was no option of the referee not to give that as a penalty. They just made up the rules once again to suit themselves because they bottled it. Like I said, I know my football. I know what I'm talking about. Whether you think it was a handball or not is irrelevant. He gave the handball. The only question then was it inside the area or not? VAR don't get to tell him that it was a clear and obvious mistake because it hit his hand. So again, once again, we've seen referees make up the rules when it suits because they're pussies and they absolutely bottled it. There is no other answer. I am right. You can write me a letter of apology if you doubt me. I am right. Pearce is right. That is bullshit. Absolute nonsense. But anyway, we are where we are. What we can say is that was a good 45 minutes from Liverpool. And if we can repeat that in the second half, I don't think we'll be too far away. Really liked what I've seen out there. Yes, there are things we could do a little bit better, but the intensity's there, the work rate is there, the game plan looks good. And I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it as a game of football. Interesting spectacle. You know, you got to give Thibaut Courtois all of his credit. World-class goalkeeper, making world-class saves. Szoboszlai should have scored. You know, let's be honest about that. But when you've got one of the best goalkeepers in the world, like we do with Alisson, they do with Courtois, you know, these are why they're some of the best goalkeepers in the world. Some great, great saves there. But good stuff from us. Lots of positives to talk about there. Dominic Szoboszlai, good. Wirtz, I think, looked really good. Ekatike's looked very lively. Yeah, not too displeased with that half at all. 2 goals for Diaz. Why did we let him go? Because he wanted to go. Refs are shite. How's that not a pen? So what you'll get here, Jack, is, and I'll go to this one as well from Mobile Coach Gaming. He said, please explain what a handball is, because I don't know. So the real question here is not whether that was a handball or not. Again, people who don't know the rules will come in giving it all this because they don't like Liverpool. Ultimately, the only decision there for the referee and the VAR was it inside the box or not? Or if it didn't hit his arm, fair enough, you say it didn't hit his arm. But he's seen it and gave it. So that negates the handball part of it. Then VAR says, hang on ref, that's inside the box. Then everybody starts shitting themselves and thinking, uh-oh, what do we do here? And they send the ref to the monitor and they invent a scenario whereby which the referee can say no penalty. It isn't within the rules. It is absolute bullshit. The only way that could have been overturned is if it was a clear and obvious error, which it was not, because the ball hit his hand, whether you agree with it or not. And then the other thing was it in or outside the area? They bottled it. End of. Referees, once again, shown they're not fit for their job. Don't tell me about respect. They're absolute fucking cowards. And that was nailed on. He gave it. He's seen it and gave it. Doesn't get to then backtrack on it because it's inside the box. That's what happened. And again, the only people who are going to disagree with me on this are people who don't like Liverpool, and I expect nothing less. But if you're interested in the rules of the game, that is absolute piss-taking from VAR and the referee. And again, as I said, if I was given it, I didn't think it was a free kick in the first place. Go back and watch. I said it because in the Prem, that wouldn't be given. We know that. But this is why I've been talking about the handball rule over and over again, because it is way too open, way too subjective, and a nonsense. A nonsense, because it's either the handball rule is the same in every league or it isn't. And this is what happens. So, again, it wasn't about whether we thought it was a handball or not. He'd already given the handball. This was about where it was, and they found a way to bottle it, and that's what he did. Stargirl said ref was scared of Madrid, players surrounded him. Chad said that was one of the better 0-0 halves I've seen in a long while. Muldur said this ref is standing in some of the worst positions, blocking passes, standing in front of players, trying to defend, then you throw in the pen. Look, the ref's having a shocker. He is, as you said, for the reasons you've pointed out, as well as the penalty one. So again, the only question there isn't whether it was inside the box or not. That's the only question. Because once he's given the handball, that's it. He doesn't get to turn back on it. He doesn't get to say, oh, because it's inside the area now, it's not a handball. Because it hit his hand. The real Johnny Sin said, Hugo was poor in this first half. I can't lie. Mainly with us final ball, especially his decision making. So, I've seen 2 things from him in the first half, mate. You're right about the final bit of quality. I can't really argue with you about that. But he's worked really hard and ran the channel really well. And I think he's a handful up there. So, apart from that last bit of quality, I think he's done well. Martin Lawrence said, it's like the VVD penalty against Brentford. The only decision to make was inside or outside the box or not. And they've done it to re-referee the decision. Exactly. It's as simple as that. And the only people who are coming in cry-arsing about it are people who hate Liverpool. It's as simple as that, mate. It is not a subjective decision. It's in or outside the area, end of conversation. But, you know, this is why referees get the grief they get. Because they make up the rules and shit as they go along. And then expect us to just be calm about it. Joe doesn't know the rules. God bless Joe. Joe, I'll tell you what, I'll give you $5,000 if you can find me anywhere in the laws that it says a handball's different in or outside the penalty area. You won't find it, Joe, because it ain't there. But cheers for the free money. Savage half by the pool. Big second half incoming, said Jack. Could someone give Connor a lift to the airport so Vinny Jr. can get out of Connor's pocket? Yeah, he's done really well, hasn't he, Bradley? He loves when he comes up against a big player like that. He loves it. Florian Wirtz, by the way, created 5 chances in that first half. 5 for Wirtz. Hakimi hurt badly on a cheap play by Diaz, red card. Oh, I'd seen somebody in the chat actually say about Diaz getting a red. Obviously, I haven't seen the incident, but again, hope Hakimi's okay. Mini TTV said 2 minutes added after a pen check and some yellows. I know. I often wonder where they make this shit up from. Because as you said, the penalty check in its own, I would guess, took minimum of 3 minutes. Then you've got yellows, like you've said as well. They just pluck these things out of their fucking tin air, mate. And then expect us to all think they're great. Rafe said, hey Craig, how much do you think Madrid pay for the acting classes? Almost thought he lost a tooth during the Bradley incident. Look, Vinicius Jr. is a cheat. Nothing else to say. I always stand up for him, and I always will stand up for him against any racial abuse he receives, because he or nobody should ever have to do that. But he's an absolute shithouse and tries to con every decision. He has been an embarrassment in that first half. Any kid watching him and his antics are going to get the wrong interpretation of what footballers should be about. That's embarrassing from Vinny Jr. Over and over and over. Simple as that. If I was him, I'd be embarrassed to go around acting like that. It's shocking. Like I keep saying, if you're walking down the road and you're on a first date with a girl or a fella or whoever you want to go out with, and you're walking down the street and a fella comes up to you and goes like that to your face, like, are you going to jump on the ground and roll around like he did there? Are you fuck? Because she would get in a taxi and leave immediately, and rightly so. You wouldn't do it when you're out with your mates. They do it to try and cheat decisions and to try and get opponents in trouble. It is everything I despise about modern football. And Vinny Jr. and Neymar are two of the worst for it, in my opinion. Two absolutely unbelievably talented footballers, but very, very, very unlikable. Liam said, what even is a handball anymore? It's a joke. So like I said, the decision couldn't have even been whether it was a handball or not, because he already gave that part. Once they found out it was inside the penalty area, they absolutely shit themselves, Liam. And that's the problem there, mate. Who would you like Liverpool to sign in the summer? Mark Gay would be a good start. Louvron, a wide player, somebody of a Semenyo, Elise type ilk, somebody like that. CJK Callum said, only streamer I'm okay donating to. Love you, Craig. Thank you, man. Really appreciate your support. Means a lot. Anthony said, shouldn't it be a corner after the penalty recall? That I don't know the rules on, so I can't speak to that. Yeah, sorry, I can't speak to that. Somebody, you'll have to get a ref to explain that one to you. I don't know is the honest answer on that one. It would have been is the way play went, as you said, but I don't know the restart rule. Right, what have we got here? So Madrid, Florian Wirtz created as many chances alone as the entire Madrid team in the first half did, with 5. Slotball said Wirtz is getting better week by week. To be honest, not a handball, but it takes so damn long. But that's not the question, Azur. You see, I agree with you, mate, for what it's worth. And I said it at the time. I agree it wasn't a handball. But what they did there is against the rules. Because the ref already gave the handball. And the only way the VAR can intervene is to tell him he's made a clear and obvious error, of which he hasn't. The only question for VAR there should have been to tell the referee it was inside the area and give a penalty. But they knew they'd shit the bed then, and they didn't want it to be a penalty. So they backtracked. So I agree with you initially. I promise you I said it. But that's not what can happen once he gave that decision. Once he gave the handball, he's seen it. He's given a handball. It didn't hit his shoulder. It didn't hit his face. It didn't hit his back. So VAR had no right to send the ref to the monitor to look at a potential non-handball, because it was a handball. They only could have told him if it was in or outside the area. And you've got journalists saying it as well. So you don't even have to listen to me. Look at what journalists are writing. It's nonsense, and they bottled it. Bert said, ref initially Changed the rules for the penalty call. Should have been a free kick, but gave a drop ball. Shenanigans. Again, don't know about the restart, Bert, because, again, it was inside the area, so I don't think free kick was an option, but not sure exactly on the restart. That's one thing I will hold my hands up to not knowing the rules on. But again, they broke the rules to get to that point, so... Jack said, Wirtz has been class, better keep him on. Yeah, I think he's been really good as well, Jack. Need Chiesa on to cause some chaos in their box. Look, he's defo a decent option, Rooftop Bandit. So Alpha said, I personally don't think it was a penalty. I think you're not listening to me, mate, at this point. Because I also agree it wasn't a penalty. But that wasn't in the referee's option there. He couldn't then decide it wasn't a handball. He gave the handball. The only thing VAR could do there is tell the referee that he made a clear and obvious error, which he absolutely did not, or tell him it was inside the box. That's it. Because I agree on the initial decision. I said it during the game. But you can't change the rules when you realise you've shit the bed. Where are we on? This one said, Azus said, the rules are if he goes to the monitor and doesn't give anything, game restarts with a drop ball. Since he blew before it went out, BS rules, to be honest. Thank you, mate. Appreciate that. Jack said, what we not watched first half was at work. We were good. We were good. It was a good game. It was a good high-level game of football, mate. I'd say we edged it. You know, Courtois made 3 really big saves for Madrid. He's a top-level goalkeeper. I think I've covered everybody else's super chats. Let me just get back up to this one. Azure, I've done that one. Jack Williams said, no, we've done that. How we doing? And thank you for your membership, by the way, Jack, as well. Bradley showing Trent how it's done. Bradley's been impeccable in that first half, mate. I'm glad you brought it up. Thank you, Frozen. Elk said, is it me or is this the best we've played all season? Also, Vinny Jr. seems like the type of player who doesn't get his way. He takes the ball home and cries. He definitely does seem like that type of player. Red's Army said, clear penalty. Sorry, it's Real Madrid. Cancel that every effing time. Let's stay positive. Great intensity. Courtois was brilliant. Yeah, he's a top-level keeper, isn't he? It's like us with Alisson. You know, they just are that level. And, you know, that's why they're world-class. Moments like that where they make them big saves. And Courtois made 3 of them there in the first half. The one, particularly the one-on-one with Dom, was a very impressive bit of goalkeeping. David said, hey, Craig, what do you make of the first half? I think there's a lot to be positive about, mate. A lot to like about that first half. Hopefully we back it up now in the second half. Alex said, the ref is an extra defender for Madrid, blocks the players in attack at least 3 times and blocks their view constantly. Also, it's a pen. Thank you, Alex. Appreciate you. UEFA say arm in the natural position. Doesn't matter. Again, rules are rules. He gave the handball because he's seen a handball. And arm in a natural position, and I'm open to being corrected on this, but I don't, maybe they've changed the rules. It used not to be written in the laws of the rules. There was something about making the circumference of your body bigger or something like that. But look, either way, ref bottled it, VAR bottled it, we know it, they know it, you know it. Anybody who denies it just doesn't really give a shit about the rules of the game. Anyway, let's get underway. Second half. Madrid attacking the Cop end. The Reds attacking the Annie Road end. Plenty of football left to be played. Jesus Christ. And we're underway. Back to Courtois. He goes long upfield. Headed down. Come on, boys. Keep it going. By the way, I'd be amazed if this Madrid team win the Champions League, because honestly, I'm not they're not that fearful, are they? Because I don't think they're a good unit. They have great class around the park, but they just don't seem like they're a unit out there, Madrid. And do you know what makes me laugh about this? All the bowing down to Madrid shy, and they're the very ones sticking two fingers up the European football wanting the Super League and not showing up the Ballon d'Ors because the crybabies didn't get their way. And this is what baffles me about it. It's like the team that treats football the worst gets everything. And now they're like suing. They're trying to sue UEFA for, what is it, 24 billion or something ridiculous like that. Salah now. Ball out left side. Unlucky. Takes a knock. It'll be a Liverpool corner. Right, we'll sync up now at 46:30. I'm a couple of seconds behind, actually, so bear with me. So 46, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, and 40. I'm about a second behind there, my bad. Right, anyway. Look, Vinny Jr. trying to hug Virgil now. Virg swatting him away like a fly. Virt's cross in. Oh! He's just... He's like Superman, Courtois, yet again. Point blank save from a Virgil header. The lads must be just thinking, what on earth? Once again. Get a flick on at the near post, then Virg heads it and Courtois touches over the bar. The man is just superhuman. I mean, fucking hell. Anywhere else, 1 yard either side of him and that's a goal. Even Virg laughs about it. The dude's just a superhuman keeper, like. Another corner here to Liverpool. This time on the opposite side. Szoboszlai to take it. Cross in. Oh, he's done it again! He's done it again! Another top corner header he's touched over, this time from Ekitike, for the love of God. Ekitike gets up, header, dropping under the bar, and Courtois touches over. He's just ridiculous. What a keeper. And now we've headed it wide. Another one for Ekitike. This time it's about 9 yards out and he heads it wide. Come on, boys! Oh, it's that much wide. Oh. Mrs. SMC 787 said, remember we linked with Mbappe because his mum supports us. I do, mate, yeah. And he played with us on FIFA, don't forget that one as well. Oh, lads, this is... Courtois is just ridiculous. Sometimes you just have to laugh. What else can you do? Like, the man is just... Oh, he haunts us, doesn't he? Salah now. Still Salah. Takes too long out of it. That's too greedy, Mo. That's too greedy, dude. He took too much out of that. He could have laid that off. Should have done better, Mo. Now, Madrid countering with Mbappe. He plays it straight to Gravenberch, who loses the second ball again. Come on, boys. Look, how is he getting that space? Close him down. Out to Vinicius Jr. Bradley's there, though, again. Vinicius Jr. is going to be seeing Conor Bradley in his sleep. Look at him. Bradley going by him again. He wants none of it. You can't handle him, Vinny. You're not on his level, bro. Ball up the line again, looking for Wirtz. Challenge comes in on him from Militao. It's a good challenge to throw into Liverpool. So, Dean, I know this is meant in jest. I know you mean it in jest, mate, but come on now. Come on. He's a good keeper, though, isn't he? He's too good, lads. It's honestly... Free kick. Unless the ref changes his mind, by the way, because he might decide the grass grew a bit longer or something and VAR might tell him not allowed to give a free kick. Good position, though. Bellingham again. Fouls Gravenberch, pushes him in the back. Free kick to Liverpool in a good position. Good position. Maybe a little bit further left than you'd want for a shot, but so I missed the super chat. My apologies, Opusum. Said finally a group of players playing together. Agree, my friend. Agree, and I'm sincerely sorry for missing that initially. I'll leave it up there for a moment, but sorry, mate, that's on me. Right, Soboslai over the free kick. Oh, gets it on target, and Courtois makes the save. It's a save he should be making, to be fair, but yeah, he gets it on target. There's a yellow for Maka, pulling back Mbappe. I mean, it's an easy yellow for the referee, that one. Man United, Hodge said, as an opposition fan, I actually really rate Bradley. He should be a right back for many years to come. I love him as well, mate. He's got great tenacity, and look, he's still young, so there's stuff that he should be working on to get better with. But I appreciate your honesty, mate. Thank you. Because I rate him very highly. His fitness has been a problem for him though as well. Robbo now back to Georgie. Georgie goes out wide right, goes straight over everyone's head, and it'll be a throw into Madrid, far side, just inside their own half. Courtois has a 9.1 rating on Flash Score. I mean, he's been impeccable, to be fair. Sometimes you just have to give players their credit, and Courtois is just an amazing goalkeeper. Bradley. So do me a favour, if you're going to stick any predictions written in the chat, do just lash the letter P or the word prediction after it for me, if you can. Right, Gravenberch. Another free kick to Liverpool. It's Arlen Tchouameni this time, who fell Szoboszlai. Dom does well to kind of block off the ball with his body, and Tchouameni's coming across and stretching for it. Look, if there's a left footer, this is left footer territory, but Szoboszlai standing over it. Come on, boys, we deserve something from this. Right, here comes the signal from Dom. Ball dinked deep. It's over everyone's head, and Madrid clear their lines. Second ball. He's off. No, he's on. Rob was playing him on. Come on, boys. Left side. Vinny Jr. He's got Bradley and Szoboszlai out there. He goes backwards. Back to Vinny Jr. again. Liverpool are getting bodies back now. Come on, boys. I don't know why they didn't let Salah have a shot from that free kick, by the way. It was more suited to a left footer having a strike. Valverde now for Madrid. Halfway inside the Liverpool half. Goes infield to Camavinga. He tries a ball, but it's intercepted by Salah. Soboslai. Back to Gravenberch. Liverpool pretty much on the halfway line, middle of the park. Soboslai. Wide right. Bradley goes on the overlap. Soboslai still looking around. Goes inside the Wirtz. Picks up a little pocket of space. He flicks it around the corner to Maka. Maka out left side to Robbo. Nobody there with him. So he goes back to Maka. Wirtz. Ugo Ekitike. Back to Alexis McAllister. Wirtz. Again. To Ekitike. He loses out though. Couple of Madrid players around him. Where's the press, boys? Come on. Oh, that's such a needless free kick to give away, Virgil. Oh, it's Mbappe, of course he gets a free kick. Sorry. Should have known. Let's have a look. Was it a free? I mean, how is that a free kick? Where's Virgil supposed to go there? Mbappe runs behind him. Oh, that's never a free kick, referee. Get up. Come on. Pine Nutter, how are we, mate? Welcome in. Right, folks, if I could ask you a favour, if you could hit that subscribe button, if you're new to the channel, really would appreciate it, and drop a like on the stream as well. It's great to have you all with us. It's been a pretty good game of football, this. As you can see, we're closing in on 358,000, and every single one of you that hits that subscribe button helps us out. Right, come on, boys. Madrid done well here, worked out left channel to Vinicius Jr. Bradley goes out there with him. Vinicius wants none of that Bradley smoke again, so plays the ball down the line. And Canade once again fucks up a clearance. Canade is so awful at clearing the ball. There's passes on all the time and he just lashes it out of play over and over again. Ball into the right channel now. Madrid go back to Camavinga. Mbappe. Tchouaméni. They're working it out left side. Oh, lads, how did he get a shot away there? That's actually embarrassing defending Liverpool. That is embarrassing. Another slalom run into our penalty area. Look at this shit. Watch this. 1, 2, 3, 4 players that had a chance to block him, and he still managed to get a shot away, and thankfully it goes wide. But strolls past 4 players. First time syncing up time and watching your commentary. So glad to see this team having the fight in them. Love to see it. Thank you, man. And I hope you're enjoying the watch along as well. Appreciate your support. Crumb Pump. JJ Drumming, welcome to Anfield Agenda FC, sir. Ekitike now. Out to Salah. Ball in from Salah. It's well defended by Madrid. Come on, the Reds. Good defending there. Liverpool throwing on the far side. Come on, boys. Right, we're getting close to the time where... Oh, that's another free kick. He has to go in the book now, referee. Yeah, fair play. That's enough fouls from Bellingham now. He's in the book as well. It's Gravenberch brought down this time. Yeah, it's the 100% yellow card. Right, we're at the hour mark. So as I said, time for the manager maybe to start thinking about what changes he might make. Obviously, Rio Engamo would be an interesting shout out there. Gakpo, of course, another option. Chiesa, maybe. Be interesting to see what he does. Plenty of time to recover as well from this game for the weekend because we're playing on Sunday. Ball in. Goal! Goal! 1-0! Alexis McAllister header. Gets in! 1-0. Go on! Maka with the header. The Reds lead. Gets in. Go on. 1-0. Ball in from Dom. Header by Maka. 1-0 Liverpool. No less than we deserve. No less than they deserve. Come on, boys. Look at Bellingham crying, hoping for an offside here. They're shameless. Oh. Please don't let this be offside, for the love of God. Let's have a look. I think Bellingham's playing him on, but this will be close. It's close, lads. This is close. I think Bellingham's playing him on in the far post. I think. Fucking delighted for Alexis. I think Bellingham's playing him on, but it's hard to tell from the angle. Goal given, 1-0, goal given. Come on! Come on! 1-0. No less than we deserve. Rabadam said, my hatred of Courtois continues to swell. Shoemeni and Vinny are not getting any love from me either. Other than that, this is pretty decent. Courtois is just incredible, to be fair, as a keeper. Are you and Slot brothers? Yeah, we are. He wasn't really up to the YouTube thing, so I said to him, look, you will just go manage a team or something. I'll take care of YouTube. And he kind of stumbled his way into the Liverpool job, but, you know, he wants this seat, but he's not good enough to be here. So, 1-0. Come on. 27 plus stoppage time to go. Let's be honest, it's no less than we deserve. I'd like to see a replay with the lines or the shield or wall or whatever you want to call it to see how close it was. We'll have a little dancing alien here while we're waiting. You don't blame it on the sunshine. You don't blame it on the moonlight. You don't blame it on the good times. Blame it on a boogie. People who've never watched our channel before suddenly asking why there's a dancing alien on the screen. It's a long story. It's a long story. But he's a little mascot. Sunshine, moonlight, good times, boogie. Where's the whoop whoop? Yeah, sorry, I owe you a whoop whoop. Whoop whoop! 1-0, whoop whoop! Didn't want to overly celebrate in case it was off, but let's have a look at this one. Here's the lines now, I think we're going to see. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, so his arm was off, but you can't score with your arm. So measuring on the shoulder, he was onside. Interesting they went with the first man, which I think was a Camavinga. Yeah, I would have liked to have seen the angle as well from Bellingham. But look, either way, don't care. Goal given, 1-0. Whoop whoop! I don't care, even if we don't win, I've seen enough. Same, FC Pitside, and from the bottom of my heart, bro, thank you for bringing that up. Because I said it after the Villa game. No more talk of me and slot out, because I've seen enough in that Villa game to know that my big concern, which was the players not playing for him, isn't right, and they are. So I'm so glad you brought that up, because I've seen enough as well here. This is more like us. No matter what else happens, this is more like us. P76 said, listening to you, Craig, while watching in a bar in New York City up the Reds. Well, much love to you, sir, and thank you for joining us, and I hope you're enjoying the game. Never been to, well, I've had a layover in New York once, but never been to New York. But I really appreciate your support. Thank you. Right, boys, come on. 25 to go. Camavinga now, wide right for Madrid. Back into Mbappe. Headed away by Canade. Salah, bit of a heavy touch from him. He wins the second ball though. Yes, Mo. Give it. Give it. Ball into Gravenberch. Well done, Mohamed Salah. Wirtz. Virgil. Out to Robbo. Soft kitty, warm kitty, little ball of fur. Happy kitty, sleepy kitty, purr, purr, purr. That was offside. No, you can't score with your arm. So the rule is they measure from basically the jersey line or just below the shoulder. You can only be offside with a part of your body that you can score with, and you can't score with the arm. By the way, if you're wondering why I start singing Soft Kitty, my wife despises it, and it's kind of a bit of a running joke. What's the alien's name? Nulon Voider. The reason being that Arsenal fans and some of other football bodies wanted Liverpool's league-winning title season null and voided with COVID. So we had an alien as a bit of a fuck you to them. So yeah, he's called Nulon Voider. Craig, your singing soothes my sickness. Well, thank you. Just don't ask me to rub any Vicks Vapor Rub on your chest, because that's not happening. Rodrigo, I bet to come on now for Real Madrid. Although if you're listening to me, he was on from the start because I'm an idiot. Come on, boys. Quarter of the game to go. Liverpool with a 1-0 lead. Alexis McAllister header. Of course, I have Maka to score from outside the box in my bet. By the way, it was 100 to 1 for Dom to score a header and 200 to 1 for Gravenberch to score a header. Crazy odds. I don't know what the Maka ones were, but I'd say it would have been tasty. Am I standing up? No, I'm sitting on a chair. Right, Camavinga coming off for Madrid, and he's going to be replaced by Rodrigo. Busy Media said, love it when we're playing well. Yep. Hopefully we see out the result, but look, as our friend FC Pitside said a minute ago, the performance has been there. You know, of course we want to see it out, but it's been a good display from the Reds. Canade. Bradley. Look at that, just dancing past Vinny Jr. He wants none of that Bradley smoke, none of it. Come on, boys. Don't let them settle. Give them nothing. Yes, boys. Good challenge. Wirtz now. Come on. Out to Salah. He needs some support. Fell on Salah. Free kick Liverpool. Come on, the boys. I hate Madrid, but my goodness, Courtois' class. He's it must be like other teams playing against Alisson. Now I get it, like, because he is damn good, Aaron, isn't he? Shane Bennett said, Szoboszlai man of the match, always consistent. Appreciate that shout, mate. We will be, of course, asking you to vote for your man of the match in our match reaction. Shane's got in early, and you know what, Shane? He's had a great display, mate. Maka now. It's a misplaced ball there, looking for Wirtz. Gives Madrid a chance to counter. Out to Vinny. Bradley goes across to him. Vinny gives the ball out left side. Again, 1-2 back to Vinicius Jr. Tchouaméni. Madrid go backwards. Come on, the boys. Rodrigo now. What's your favourite Irish band? I'm obsessed with the High Kings at the moment. It was always Aslan. Was the favourite one, to be honest with you. Logan. Wolf Tones if you're talking about Irish ballad music, but yeah, it was always Aslan for me. Please, people, only listen to me. I'll tell you when there's a goal. Ignore the chat because there's always shithouses trying to lie to you. I'll let you know what's happening on the pitch. Don't worry. Courtois in possession. 71 minutes on the clock. Liverpool leading by that Macca goal to 0. Yes, Robbo. Go on. Unlucky. Try to pick out Salah. Second ball to Ekitike. Come on, Hugo. Run at him. Run at him, bro. Run at him. Macca. Gravenberch. Don O'Mahony said, Aslan and the Wolf Tones, good on you, Craig. Thank you. The very first record I ever owned was Let the People Sing, and it was pinned to my bedroom door my whole time growing up. But yeah, Aslan, incredible as well. Such a shame that Chris Deegan's passed. The Pork Chop Express, Craig, if we win today, your next perm is on me. Well, I only get groin perm, so, you're going to have to pay up, and that's a specialist thing. When you're working with as much as I'm working with down there, they need a team of experts in, so you're going to regret that. So you tried to make a bald joke and I flipped that on you. Funny thing is, I'm not bald, like I've said. My missus hates me with hair. I'm bald facially. I wish I could grow a beard, but I can't. Brian said, strong performance and hopefully Slot sees that this Liverpool football, and shame on you for not saying Thin Lizzy. I've no interest in Thin Lizzy, Brian. Just never really been my cup of tea growing up. But you've enough Thin Lizzy love for the both of us, Brian, so appreciate you as always, sir. Jacob, thank you, Jacob Coe. Any relation to Lord Coe, Jacob? Nats, you're very kind. Nats199, thank you for the kind words. Oh, come on, boys. Strange that Arna, again, you only made one substitution at the weekend and still no signing from looking to the bench yet. Am I happy? Very much, Alison King. Look, regardless of what happens in the remaining 16 minutes, I've seen a good performance tonight from Liverpool, and I'm happy because we're going in the right direction. Hopefully we see it out. If we don't, we don't. But yes, I'm happy with what I'm seeing. How's your mouse? Hopefully, I haven't heard the little fecker in a few days, so he's either moved out or he's brown bread, one or the other. Rodrigo, wide right. Come on, boys, press. Did you set mouse traps? No, because by the time we got around to it, didn't hear any more of them. Oh, good block, boys. And Mbappe was pulling the trigger there right to the penalty area, but the lads got a block in. Just over 15 to go. Madrid in possession with Tchouaméni. They go out left side. They are starting to really put the pressure on a bit now, Madrid. Vinny Jr. runs inside. Good ball into Mbappe. I thought that was 1-1. Vinny Jr., good work down the left side. Pulls it back to Mbappe. Kind of around the 18-yard box. Opens up his body. Tries to shield it in with his right foot. Kind of, that technique. Open it up and kind of pushing the ball almost. And thankfully for us, it went the far side of Georgie Mamardashvili's post. See how wide it was. It's a bit wider than it looked on the camera, but we'll take it. This one, Muldaur said, now put on Chiesa and Rio to run at them more. I mean, I get where you're coming from, especially with maybe a bit of counter attacking pace. I'm just thinking, who would you bring off there? I wouldn't be taking Wirtz off. Maybe Salah. Maybe Salah for Chiesa to rest him up for the weekend as well. So I do get where you're coming from with that. Here we go. Jones is coming on and Gakpo's coming on. So Jones and Gakpo are going to be the two changes. Yeah, the good shout for Macca being on a yellow as well. That's a good shout. You may see Macca for Jones, and it's a very good shout from yourself over the yellow. I forgot about that in honesty. Come on, boys. That's it. Go on, Robbo. Arnaud Nagui, Hassan. Go on. Ball in behind. And yeah, Salah just didn't have the pace to get there. Madrid defended it and put it out for Liverpool throw-in. Good ball by Andy Robertson. Right, Robert coming across to take the throw in. Right, folks, again, if you can do me a favour, please do hit that subscribe button. Drop a like on the stream if you've enjoyed it. Really have appreciated your support tonight, and what a decent performance we've seen from the boys. Oh, sloppy ball given away. Second balls, boys. Come on. Right. Thank God. Madrid tried a very fast switch up, but thankfully overhit it and it goes out on the far side for a throw in. Brad said, whatever this result is, on to Real Madrid next year because we get them every year in the Champions League, and Macca scored last year as well. I don't think, if we get them next year, I don't think we can play them at Anfield again. I think there's something in the new Champions League rules that you can't play the same team away or in one venue 3 times. I could be wrong on that, Brad, but I think I remember hearing something about it. So, here come the changes. Alexis McAllister, goal scorer, coming off. And look, as somebody in the chat rightly pointed out, it is most likely down to that yellow as well. Because as Madrid maybe look to pour forward, we need to have the ability to take a yellow and stop a counter. So, understandable change from the manager, and well done to Alexis. Curtis Jones on for him. And Ugo Ekitike coming off to be replaced by Cody Gakpo. Well done, boys. Why take Wirtz off? He hasn't been taken off, mate. Ekitike's been taken off, and Macca, that's offside. Don't even touch it, Cody. That's it, Salah. There you go. Second ball. Oh, Jesus, Mo. That's shocking me. It's again poor from Salah. It does well on the right side. And then that final pass, just way, way off. Now, Canade's at it. Lads, just stop this nonsense. Come on, boys. Keep fighting. Come on, boys. Oh. Real Madrid about to make a substitution. Trent about to come on for them. Mbappe now up against Bradley. Flashbacks here from Mbappe. Gets around the outside. Good football. Well defended by Curtis Jones. Real Madrid corner. Mbappe, explosive pace there over 2 or 3 yards. Gets past Bradley. Gets to the byline. Puts in a cross. But Curtis Jones, thankfully, is in there and puts it behind. Corner for Madrid will be an outswinger here. Look at number 11 drifting to the edge of the box. That's exactly what they were headed for as well. Rodrigo. Second ball, Madrid. That's overhit. That'll be a goal kick. Right, where are we at? Right, so substitution here for Real Madrid. Trent coming on and replacing... Who's he replacing? Valverde? No, sorry, not Valverde. Arda Güler coming off to be replaced by Trent for Madrid. Colin, Kieran, how are we, Colin? Said Leeds fan here. Great showing from the pool tonight. Another few weeks, Lego Man will have shit to bed and Amram will be on the ropes. Pool for the treble. Go on, lads. Keep the faith. Love that, Colin. You're very kind, mate. One of my favourite moments, mate, outside of this channel was I was in Leeds for a Josh Warrington fight, and we all had a great time inside Headingley, standing up and singing "Stand Up If You Hate Man U." All of us together, Leeds fans, us. It was great. But thank you, Colin. Appreciate you, mate. And I have to say, for me personally, I love seeing Leeds back in the Prem. I have a couple of Leeds fans who are my uncles, so you're delighted to see them back in there. Right, 7.5 to go. Madrid on the attack. Left side. They go back to Huijsen. Tchouameni. Press comes on from Salah. Madrid go back again. Goal kick. Well done, boys. Well done, Andy Robertson. The Verd side there, they're doing a check for a handball here. Did I read his lips right? Well, either way, check over. Ball back in play. Soboslai, De Weerts. Oh, unlucky. Unlucky. You could see he was trying to reverse ball to Gakpo. He was a heel away from that being spot on. Ball played in behind. Rodrigo gives chase. Van Dijk's back there. Goes back to Georgie. Bit of a risky pass from Georgie. Virgil, left-footed infield, but doesn't find its target. Come on. Ball headed back in. Come on, Cody. Second ball. That's it. That's it. Now release it. Good boy. Go on, Mo. You're in now. Go on. Right side. Come on, Mo. Right decision. Cuts inside. Salah, strike, blocked. Again. That was too selfish again from Mo. I'm sorry. I'm going to say it like I see it. That was selfish again. Yes, Cody. Madrid now. Rodrigo pulls it back, edge of the box. Liverpool first there. Clear their lines. Come on, boys. Salah is not selfish. So, Clint, you know people are allowed an opinion. Just as you're allowed to say he's not, I'm allowed to say he was. I didn't say he is selfish. I said he was selfish. There's a difference, mate. And that, like a few other times tonight, has been Salah not looking up for a teammate and finding the pass. So, let's be honest about it, dude. Bradley again owning Vinny Jr. Absolute love the kid. Love it. Look at this. Having none of it, Vinny. You're having none of it, bro. Get up out of it. Get up out of my garden. Go on. Bradley just showing him who the boss is. Go on, Connor. Chiesa coming on now for the Reds. Just doing a quick check there to see if Vinicius Jr. is in his socks or anything before he comes on. Because he's gone missing. Kirkes coming on as well by the looks of it. But the ball's still in play, so we won't see that change just yet. Oh, Madrid player slipped. Salah out. Well done. Skips away from one. Head up, Mo. Head up. Oh, Courtois, fuck off. Oh, lad, stop. How is it not 2-0? Oh, Salah plays a great ball to Gakpo. And once again, Courtois comes out with a worldie. I don't know how that's not 2-0. Salah does the right thing this time. Picks out Gakpo, who gets away from his man, and it's anywhere else and it's a goal, but it's straight at it. And then Salah's second attempt blocked by Militao. It's end to end now. Fucking hell. Oh, how was that not 2-0? Come on, boys. Gravenberch now. To Jones. He needs support. Come on. Bradley, all-timer, nostalgic Robbo, said FC Pitchside. He loves a game against Madrid, Bradley, doesn't he? Loves it. A good touch there from Mo. Well played, boys. Lovely ball in that from Mo. It was all perfect. Great ball from Mo. Gakpo in the right place. And then Militao gets a good block in when Mo tries to follow in on the rebound. Robbo coming off for Kirkes. Well done, Andy. Great shift from Robbo. And Veert's coming off as well. Great performance flow. Well done, both of you. Well done, lads. Cal said, so envious of your Bradley painting. Can't wait to see it. Been thinking of getting a blow up of it framed in my office up the feckin' Reds. Thank you, man. I'm delighted. You know, it's something that we wanted to do for ages, but we finally got to an agreement. And yeah, you will be seeing that Bradley painting up in the new studio, all going to plan. The Trent boos are so loud every time he gets the ball. Anfield is making their stance clear. Like I said, for me, it's each to their own. Everybody can make up their own mind up on what they want to do there. I'm not here to judge anybody. Boo, don't boo. Up to each person. They pay their money. They have a right to an opinion. Are they that loud though? Honestly, I watch the games with no audio on, so I don't know. Quit vaping this week. This game has given me all the buzz I need, said Logan. Proud of you, mate. Well in for giving it up. I gave up cigarettes when I was like 30. Used to smoke 30 cigarettes a day. And gave them up when I was 30 and certainly don't miss them. So proud of you, mate. Well done. Whew. 183 subscribers left to get, by the way. If you can, folks, please do hit that subscribe button for us. Really appreciate you being here with us on a great night, great performance. Look, it's not over yet, but either way, it's been a very good performance. Brahim Diaz on now for Valverde for Madrid. We're just about to head into stoppage time. Kirkes has to go off for because he had a bit of treatment. So we'll see what the stoppage time is now. Because Madrid are behind, it'll probably be like an hour, 5 minutes. 5 minutes added on by the ref. Right, come on, boys. 5 to go. Thank you for everyone that is subscribing, by the way. You don't know what it means. It really does mean a lot. Thank you. Vinicius Jr. out there being bitch slapped by Bradley again. What a man. What a man. Send any winger you want. Mbappe, Bradley, doesn't matter. They're all getting lashed out of it by our Conor Bradley. Look at this. Eyes on the ball. Ba-boom. Have a bit of that, Vinny. Canade heads it away. Second ball, boys. Madrid win it. They get it out to Mbappe. Don't tackle, he puts it out. Liverpool goal kick. Well done, boys. Muldur said, how has Tchouaméni not gotten a second yellow? Reckless all game. I haven't been paying attention to. I didn't even. Was he on a yellow? Bellingham was on a yellow. Vinny was on a yellow. I think, yeah, you're right. Tchouaméni probably was. Don't know. Is the honest answer, mate. But I'm just hoping we can see this result out now, dude, to be honest. Chasing Vlog said, come on, boys. Hold on to this win. Yeah. It would it'd be a big win if we can see it out, like I said. Chiesa now to Gakpo. Go on, Cody. Go on. Trent gets back and gets a foot in and it's cleared by Courtois. Van Dijk now heads it back forward. Come on, boys. That's it. Second balls. Eat them up. Free kick to Madrid deep inside their own half. Just under 3 minutes of stoppage time to go. $140 subs to go as well in the subscriber count. Please do hit that button if you've enjoyed the stream. Come on, the boys. Don't forget our match reactions coming up straight after the game, where you'll have a chance to vote for your man of the match. And if you want to submit your player ratings, make sure you're signed up to the Anfield Agenda WhatsApp, which you can see the QR code in the bottom corner. Right, throw into Liverpool deep inside our own half. Vinicius Jr. once again out there giving it the old Equina. Somebody call a ambulance for Vinny. Come on, boys. Oh, geez, Canale jump past the ball. Come on, Ibu. Wakey. Come on. Oh, jeez, that's silly. Come on. Gave him back possession cheaply. Oh, where's he getting this space from? I don't like it. Well up, Ibu. Well in, Ibu. Brilliant football, Ibu. Well done, sir. Well done. Ball in behind now, looking for Chiesa. It's a bit too much on it, and Courtois comes out and clears it. Come on, boys. Madrid now with Rodrigo wide right. Cross in. Let it go behind. No, it's not actually going to go behind, but Bradley sees it. I'll get up! Vinny, you little bitch, get up! My God! He is a walking embarrassment to football. He is an absolute embarrassment to the game. The state of him. The absolute 2 and 8 of him. Bleeding Jesus. Come on, boys. Hold on to this win. Holy shoot, Madrid is getting pressured. Oh, Salah had a simple ball to Gakpo when he was in. It's a free kick to Liverpool that went inside the Madrid half. That could have been it. If Salah just plays that simple ball, Gakpo's through on goal. But either way, it's a Liverpool free kick and the clock's not Madrid's friend here. Carreras on a yellow card now as well. So this will make Alonso 0 for 2 at Anfield as a manager. He's getting a yellow card off the referee now as well. Best I've seen us play in a while, said KF. Haha, Madrid. It's been brilliant. It's over! Get in! The referee's blown up. Liverpool 1, Real Madrid 0 is the final score. The Arna Revolution is back on track. Come on! and a deserved victory as well, and a clean sheet. You can take your Bellinghams, you can take your Mbappes, you can take your Vinicius Juniors, and I will raise you a Conor Bradley. Woo! Liverpool 1, Real Madrid 0. And it would have been a lot more if it wasn't for their absolutely world-class goalkeeper in Thibaut Courtois, who quite simply is sublime. But what a result, and a deserved result as well for the Reds. Alexis McAllister with the only goal of the game. Liverpool have beaten Madrid. It is 2 wins on the bounce now for Arne Slot. Beat Aston Villa with a clean sheet. Beat Real Madrid with a clean sheet. Now it is on to the Etihad against Manchester City on Sunday. Mbappe, Bellingham and the rest of those whiny little bitches can fuck off back to Madrid where they get their simulation paid out every week. Not here, not at Air Gaff. Adios, boys. Adios. Woo! Gets in. Gets in. What a performance as well. You love to see it. Conor Bradley loves a game against Madrid, doesn't he? He loves a game against Madrid. Gets in. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we will see you for the match reaction. Remember, if you'd like to submit your player ratings, join the Anfield Agenda WhatsApp by scanning that QR code. If you don't vote Conor Bradley man of the match, I'm disowning you all. But again, we will see you guys really soon. Liverpool have beaten Madrid once again, this time just by the 1-0, but a thoroughly deserved victory as well. We were the better side out there. Nobody can begrudge us that. City, you're next at Itachi. Appreciate you, bro. As always, thank you. And yeah, we'll see you for the match reaction in 60 seconds.